They will continue to go to, as a look at this, 4 players in Waterfall. They're looking to attack, but Bushy
gets 3, gets 4! He's on his way to an ace! He's gonna keep Boba single-handedly alive in this game as Zom takes him down. Now the rest of Boba gotta lock in and kill this one poor player of Zom in Waterfall. Nova's gonna do some skin shopping here, trying to find Zom and take him down.
Okay, Wipe Up just finds Slay, and I was going to say that Slay, after that, using the Nightfall last round, is already halfway back to it. Fuzzy Nanook is able to find a quick relief of finding another player, but Wife Buff just pushes through, the pure ego coming through, not using any utility. Clone comes through, finds a 4th, and he is on for the ace, as all it will take is to find Snorlax, who is just going to get spotted out in mid. The 1-tap coming through.
Retake is just too clean. It's all up to Hapsy. He gets 2.
Oh my god!
He gets an ace! Oh my goodness, Hapsy!
What a round from Hapsy! One of the craziest aim sprees I just saw!
instantly.
Oh my god, triple kill for Cookers! That just happened, alright. Salthammer will find 1, but this round is no longer looking for...
Is able to drop, dodges a flash, will find 1. And it looks like it's all up to Soulhamer here to take Vortex into match point, and I don't know if he knows. And he does, but what
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Hello and welcome back to MVSK Madness Week 2. We got a really good game today. It's the Loneliest Poets versus MVSK Spades, and this is MVSK Spades' first match. I'm excited. How are you feeling, Scorzy?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling excited. I get to watch my favorite team play. I get to cast my first match of this tournament so far. And we know MVSK Spades are the face of the tournament, and D Blue here is the face of Spades, which makes you wonder what the rest of them look like. But that will be, ladies and gentlemen, my one dig at Spades until they give me more. So anyway, let's get started here. We have Phoenix Jet, looks like over on the attacker side of TLP, the Loneliest Poets, and seems like a chamber. Oh, well, there was a chamber hover for Sunset here, but it seems we're going a bit more boring here, Super.
Yeah, unfortunately. I did forget to mention we do have Bean in the observer slot and Rhodes streaming for us in production. Big thanks to them. They're doing a lot of work
Shout out to them.
behind the scenes. And this is, of course, Scorzy with me. But yeah, it looks like we got a pretty cool comp coming in from TLP, the Phoenix. I don't see a Phoenix often. It's kind of, I think PRX ran it, but with a completely different set of other agents to back him up. So it's going to be a little interesting.
Well, I do want to see the Phoenix versus Viper head-to-head here, because on paper, a Phoenix Flash can be very strong against any retake Viper walls that Mass Spades has to throw against TLP, but it's only a matter of time till we find out, as we're almost all locked in now. Yep, Debu with the last one, and we are ready to get the show on the road.
Yeah, a Jet, but 2 Jets. A Jet is making a comeback. I've been seeing it. You've been seeing it on Breeze a lot. A lot of VCT teams and VCL teams have been running the Jet on Breeze and a few Jets on Haven, and I think players are starting to kind of work more towards comfort instead of meta, and I actually kind of like it because I think it brings a very cool kind of environment to Valorant, right? If you're kind of picking comfort over meta, then you're going to get very interesting comps, and I'm very excited to see that.
Yeah, for sure. As we head into this pistol, it looks like we have Spades heading towards potentially A here, so a little earlier, maybe some sort of default going on, and looks like TLP here heading for something a bit more. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on the complete opposite side. No, yeah, Spades are on defense. I apologize.
Spades are on defense.
Yeah,
Spades are on defense.
It looks like something standard. Viper sets a retake wall up for C, and looks like Snorlax is heading towards A here for something potentially aggro towards the side of the map.
Yeah, we got 3 seconds, and it's the start of the pistol round. Gonna work their way up through Garage, and Spades is gonna take some immediate control in A lobby. This is kind of gonna be a very big back and forth in the map. It looks like the rest of TLP are kind of moving their way into C with the KJ lurking, and the lurks are gonna find picks of their own. Sunset finally able to claim 1. Tipier is going to hear all 4 players rotating, but they're going to get cleared up by D-Blue. That's an amazing clear. Now we're in a C post-plant situation, a 3v5 for MVSK Spades. They're looking really strong so far. Demonic with a few shots of his own. Spades is going to work to do this clear. Demonic onside the Viper wall, goes up Carney, able to find 1. And the Carney with 2 and Sunset with the final. That is a beautiful pistol round from Spades and something I'm very making me more excited for this match.
Yeah, Spades with a successful retake on C, which is what the C retake wall was destined for, and it looks like it's already proving strong here, Super, but that's hopefully one round of many here as they head into this anti-eco, presumably with similar setup, but yeah, I expected a little more from the Phoenix there in Rikishi, and hopefully abusing his Phoenix flashes to flash through this Viper wall, but it seems like that wasn't the case for that garage split, but maybe that's something we need to look forward to in the future rounds here, as it looks like we're heading to a more of a default set of that same retake wall, still proving prevalent on C here, Super, as we head into TLP's eco round.
Yeah, that retake wall is so nice because it lets Spades kind of work through garage, and Sunset can play backside. It really gives a lot of hold. I really, really like that. It's why Viper's so strong at Haven right now.
Well, here it looks like they're heading into a B-pop here, as it's a 5-man exec, and Spades are looking to play a retake of this B-site.
Yeah, but it looks like the Phoenix Flash is gonna come out of this smoke, and he's gonna be able to get Carney. The trade comes through with Slay. That's a huge kill for Rikishi on this eco round. Ooh, but whiffing some shots there, and Sunset and Snorlax are gonna look to clean this one up. That was a good heads-up play from Rikishi there, and it's starting to look a little bit better, but that was a very clean anti-eco round for Spades.
A triple for Sunset. There are 2 headshots with the Deagle, 1 body shot, but who's counting? But as we head to this next round here, Sunset's already 2 off of his ult. This could be as we know, they're already playing for the retakes. There are 2 retake rounds won by Spades, and if that KJ ult gets online, that's almost a guarantee for the next round to be another retake round win too. So TLP has to be careful as they head into their first gun round here, and D-Blue, thank the heavens above, is buying an outlaw, ladies and gentlemen.
Praise the Lord, praise it. There's no zero armor operator anymore for D-Blue. He has learned the ways of the true Valorant player. The Outlaw. It does look like TLP starting with an A main control, but they've swapped KJ over to A. This is gonna allow them to get a little bit more stall here, and kind of give Spades a little bit more heads up because they are on that eco round, and so with the lesser guns, it's gonna be a little bit harder to play this retake.
Sunset's been spotted, though. He takes a lot of damage trying to defend the site. Now he's forced to back off the site, but big man D-Blue is on the site now. We are ready to flood this site, but I'm not sure if TLP's ready to exec.
Yeah, they do a cut noise, and nobody on Spades is really taking any map control. So Spades have no idea if they're walked up B, walked up C. They're just kind of giving them all the map to work with, and that could prove to be really scary, because they're not going to be stacked on the correct site, and on this anti-eco round, or on this eco round for Spades, you have to be stacked onto the site that they're hitting, or else it's not going to be very successful.
Well, it looks like they're heading towards A anyway, even though there's a massive gap on C, and TLP make their way onto the site now, fairly uncontested, as they're going to head into this retake. Spades are going to head into this retake. Dart on the ready from Slay, about to let it rip. Shock's coming down.
Yeah, Snorlax a little bit late. The shock is going to do a decent amount of damage, but TLP out of the site for absolutely free. The dart comes in on Heaven, and that's going to allow Slay to get spammed. What a beautiful heads-up dart there. Sunset getting a pick through the wall, but Carney and Sunset are cleaning it up, and Carney with a 3K already. It's a 2v1 situation. The last player alive, Tip here, is going to be taken down by Snorlax, and that's a bonus round for Spades. They're looking so strong.
Spades must have had a really nice TDM world because everyone seems to be hitting their shots right now. Even D-Blue, it's crazy. But like the headshot rate is through the roof. Carney, Sunset, all getting 1Ds and headshots of their own. And an early bonus round timeout from Tip
really
here.
early. Yeah.
Well,
What do you
already
think
we're
about that?
seeing, yeah, like 3 retake rounds, 1 in a row from the likes of Spades. And now that KJ ult is online, and like I was saying before, that KJ ult can essentially guarantee a guaranteed retake round, especially if they want to play for A, but it just seems like they're not getting much value out of this Phoenix pick, nor the double duelist setup here, as the execs may be good, but they're really lacking that extra oomph on pistol round. Even though they might have that Phoenix quality stall, it's not really helping against this like very stifling Viper utility from Snorlax, and the shots are landing here, Super.
Yeah, 100%. I'd like to see the double duelists take a little bit more space. It felt like they got such a free A site, and they had the extra guns, and maybe pushing with heavier guns isn't always the play, but they really didn't have any space to work with on that retake there. And I think that's what kind of made them fumble the bag, right? They had no extra space. They weren't playing in positions where they could get good trades. And the dart from Slay honestly kind of secured that round because Carney was able to get 2 through the box there. And I feel like Spades is just playing such a heads-up retake that if TLP aren't taking the extra space, it's not really going to work out for them.
Blue does have an Oppa Light Shield here against very weak opposition, something I might have told him not to do, but he's here on the C site and we're about to test the waters here.
I'm pretty sure he ate an outlaw last round too. Oh my god, he's been taken out. They were very ready for that. I don't know who could have seen this coming, but Carniflex in garage is going to kind of let them walk through. They're going to play this retake even in the lower number situation because they know they're on an eco. Carney here. Oh, looks like Sunset's gonna put his KJ ult down. Oh, and with their smoke players still alive, this KJ ult isn't gonna be able to do much, especially if they get the stall through. Yeah, the show is backing up, and Sunset with fatal whiff there. Oh, Tipier still gets detained, but all these players can just come through. Snorlax is spamming the wall. He doesn't quite know where all the players are. Slay with the Odin. He's able to get 2 and Snorlax with 1 as well. It's a 2v3 situation. I don't know how Spades is in this situation, but they are. Demonic trying to push through that smoke with the Bandit, and it's gonna work. He's gonna be able to get 2! Just the Jet, and Slay with a 3K is gonna clean up that round, but that was really rough from Spades. I think that timeout was proved to be very helpful.
A round is a round here, Super, but folks, that was a nail-biter. The off proving a little bit of a risky buy. That was the first round they didn't go with that C retake one. It could have proved to be the difference maker, but luckily for them, Slay with the Odin settles the round, but that was a little too close for comfort. But now, TLP are heading into this round with Sova, Phoenix, and Omino, which could be their first chance of getting something on the board here, Super.
Yeah, they finally have a good gun round. And I think they have a little bit better of a game plan already just from that one timeout. I think Tipier might be their IGL. He might have had them kind of shape up a little bit, understand the post plans that they need to play, and it really worked out for them that last round. And I'm excited to see what will happen this round. But the lurk
looks like Snorlax is getting a little anxious here towards door now, but it looks like TLP are heading towards that A site they so love, and this Phoenix.
Oh, and Snorlax. That was a beautiful hold, and Rikishi moving in. Gonna be taken up by Carney, but Ryu getting that trade immediately. Carney with another headshot. He is full blind though, and he's gonna be able to get that trade. It's a 3v3 situation, and the Soul Ball's gonna come through. Deep Blue trying to find that wall bang. It's not quite there, but this is hard. They have an operator. It's a hard spot to retake, and Rikishi is playing, or not Rikishi, excuse me. Demonic is playing under Heaven with that Paranoia. That stall could prove to just be enough to stop Spades. We're gonna have to see. Rikishi with so much Phoenix util open. This Paranoia should have come through. It was a little bit late. Yeah, and Rikishi's able to get taken down. Sunset also finding one of his own, and that leaves Misfail all on his own. And this is another almost flawless retake from Spades. Oh my god.
That makes the fifth Bumbleclot retake round in a row for Spades. Surely someone has to do something on this attacker side to try and prevent this retake, because it just doesn't seem like TLP have a way back. And this TLP team is technically undefeated. They won 1-0 against Vesper earlier, well, last week, and now they're heading into the Spades team, the titular team of this entire tournament, and it seems like they're about to go on a whimper here if they don't get anything back.
Yeah, TLP really need to shape up. They have the Phoenix and the Jet. These are some kind of not the greatest. They don't really have any stall other than the KJ and the Paranoia. You know, a Phoenix Molly is pretty good, but it doesn't always isn't always available, it seems. But they don't have the greatest stall for post plant, so it's kind of struggling. Oh, look at this triple kind of C garage hold from Spades, though. Oh, and it looks like Tipier moving up in the garage. Oh, it's gonna back up. Scared of Sunset. This drone does come through. Slay with that Odin. Oh, and with Carney on site as well.
Yeah, it looks
Kinda
like
gonna be a
things have come to a
stalemate.
standstill. Yeah, over here short. It looks
Yeah.
like TLP are about to head for an A exec, but as we've seen, it hasn't really proved to be so fruitful for them. Well, honestly, no side has been proved fruitful for them, but looks like they're inching ever so closer. Carney jump spotting the backside. Slay is waiting here with the Odin on the hard left corner, but will he be cleared?
Yeah, I mean, Phoenix is the perfect character to clear this out. They're just taking so long.
Here it comes.
And Spades also isn't taking any map control, so they're not going to be stacked on the side. But Carney with 1, Carney with 2. This kid is on fire. Demonic finally being able to teleport behind. That's a huge Omen teleport. The Paranoia comes through too, and Tipier finally with the flank is going to be able to find something. It's a 2v3. This is the best chance that TLP have had all game to win a round. Deep Blue also has this off into the retake. He's able to find 1. That's looking scary. He can pick up a normal Phantom now, and it's a 2v2. But the KJ has all. Tipier can throw this ultimate out here on the retake, and that might just be what he does. He's positioning for it, but first he's going to try to find a kill. Snorlax taken down. Evo's going to try to swing to trade him. He's going to be able to get that trade. It's a 1v1. The 2 Jets up against each other. Deep Blue not quite looking the right way. He's going to clear his corner. No, he's not. And Ryuk, it's the first round for TLP.
Although strained, it is the first round on the board, and KJ also saved for TOP, but man, it came down to a 1v1 there, and unfortunately Deep Blue does not check his corner. But now we're heading into a round where the momentum is finally broken. The retake meta is finally broken for Spades, so this might lead to something completely new. This might lead to a complete tide change, and it looks like they're playing to go to C this time around. It's a little bit predictable, in my opinion. Oh, never mind. Maybe it's just a default, but it's a little predictable for my taste. But KJ ult is online here.
Ooh. Look at this Jet Omen setup here. Looks like Deep Blue's going to take an early aggressive angle with the AWP down short. Kind of a scary angle, as the enemies are going to be able to look at you before you can see them. However, doesn't mean anything. They're going to try to throw a fake, I think, with this KJ ult. And it is going to draw over Carney and Slay. This would be a perfect time to throw. Oh, they're throwing a Omen Smoke into the retake wall. That's okay. And yeah, looks like they're moving up A, and Deep Blue finally making the decision to look back A. He hears the players rotating. He pulls out the operator. He's going to have to try to pick an angle to shoot. He's going to whiff the off shot. That's unfortunate. Ryuk with that kill, and this is going to be a good A exec in a 5v4 situation with Tipier on that lurk.
Not sure how that. Honestly, we didn't even get half a backside pulled that many rotates, but hey, we're here in a 4v5 retake here, and here comes that solo from Slay looking to clear out the front sight. A flash used to stall off the choke. The ult hits and trades out for Rikishi. But
I don't even know what's going on.
I don't know either. Spray kept spraying and the round is not over.
I didn't even know what to say. I'm not even gonna lie. This round just happened, and that was a very intense. Steph is gonna take that timeout. Ooh, it's kind of interesting. She wants to stop the snowball from TLP, I think. But honestly, Spades isn't looking that bad. I think she was upset at the over-rotate, and that's what she wants to correct. Hopefully TLP have an adjustment they can make based off of maybe that info.
In my opinion, the snowball's kind of a pebble right now because that was only 2 rounds, 1 in a row. But like, hey, that's 2 A retakes lost in a row for the side of Spades, and now they're heading into a round where they do have this Viper online, but 3 people on this team are poor. With TLP heading into this with a full buy, with still the Phoenix ult ready and raring to go. But considering how they've been defaulting, how they finally have been figuring out how to stop this retake flood from Spades, it seems Steph might want to try and instill a different type of approach for these retakes for Spades, because what they're doing right now, what they've been doing for the first 5 rounds, has stopped working. And if they want to try and make this into a dominant half to give themselves the most breathing space on their own attack, it needs to start right now.
Yeah, we're gonna have this round start. Got 20 seconds. You kind of summed up the other point I was thinking of, so I don't really know too much what to say. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm very surprised at Spades, honestly. I mean, this may sound mean, but I don't know how much I expected from them. I had seen a lot of the other teams. I don't know the Loneliest Poets, but I haven't seen MVSK or Spades since the last MVSK Madness, and they didn't look so hot in that one. So I'm kind of excited at this new Spades that we're watching. And Deep Blue with a very good kill. Ryuk getting that spam down. He's gonna be able to dash out there. It is a 4v4, and Deep Blue's really low. He's literally sitting on the enemy spike. Yeah, I think he's gonna get looked at if he's looking there, but that's a-okay. He is on the eco. He's just trying to find some extra picks here with this extra space. And it looks like Carney, Sunset, and Snorlax are gonna take that extra map control. Ooh, Sunset is going down short here.
I'm not sure what DB was thinking. They're nestling on that bomb like it was like a pair of eggs, like a mother bird. But You know, he got cleared, even though it wasn't Eco. He got the initial first pick, but now we're heading into a mid-round where it is a 3v4 for Spades, and advantage is in favor of TOP, gun advantage also in favor of TOP, but they're looking towards the site where both of these players may potentially find a way to stall this, but it looks like a full-on C long gambit here.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, and we know Snorlax with that Singer can be really, really strong. But against 4 players with a gun, don't know how much is going to work. The dart is going to come out, so Carniflex is going to throw, looks like a pretty interesting side smoke to allow them to come on. They also have this Viper wall, but I think, yeah, it looks like they're really, really aware of this garage lurk. I think potentially Carney might be trying to save this gun. They're taking a long time to even start the retake. I don't know how much time they're going to really be able to have. Sunset now, walking in through the CT smoke. Ooh, but Ryuk immediately finding Snorlax. Carney actually being able to get one. That can be huge. Ooh, but Sunset here with the first kill. He's going to have to reload, though. And that'll be the 3rd round for TLP and the start of what seems like a little bit of a comeback.
Damage though from the side of Spades, but yeah, not enough, as that C retake proved to be a little too difficult. But now we're heading into a round where that Viper ult is online. KJ's one-off ult for that retake, that strong retake that I was talking about. It seems we're gonna save Phoenix ult for next half, but stay tuned here, folks. But we're heading into this another gun round for TOP, as it looks like more of a standard spread, but it seems the C side's gonna be tested again for Spades, as TOP are leading towards potentially a garage hit here.
Yeah, having the KJ turret in long, like playing on C, and the Viper playing on C is very interesting. Ooh, but yeah, this Phoenix coming through garage. He's going to be able to flash through Sunset. Might be able to get a pick if he jumps out at the right time. The Phoenix ult isn't going to be able to find anything, and Snorlax stuck on site. Oh, and Sunset with this really good lurk timing, but he's not going to quite be able to. Oh, the timing was off, and Snorlax with 1, but there was a double trade, and now they're in a retake. And D-Blue has the AWP, and the Slay has an Odin. They might just opt for a save here. I don't know how much they can do. They can look maybe for a pick to start the retake, but it's going to be very close. D-Blue does have knives to work off of. But that is about
I'm not sure, but that turret placement was a little off for me, because it didn't really see much of long, didn't see much of garage either, but it looks like Spades are...
Yeah.
Can't tell if they're going for this or not, but ooh, D-Blue does pick up a rifle, dropping this off. He does have $50 in his bank account here as he goes into this retake, and away he goes.
Gets taken out. He reloads on 14 bullets too after the Phoenix flashes that he dodged, so it's a little rough from him, but it's all good. And now
in a row though, super. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's all good in the hood over here, but
Yeah,
that
it's
timeout
not
hasn't
looking
proved very
good.
fruitful from
Yeah,
Steph here.
I think that timeout maybe was a little bit early. I don't know. I don't know if she entirely knew the enemy's game plan, especially since they took a timeout and it seemed to switch up their game plan from that heavy sight hit kind of style into this more defaulty style that seems to be working a lot better. Yeah, I don't. Ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa! I mean, Snorlax got away with it, I guess.
Not quite sure about Pokemon anatomy, but I've never seen someone as big as Snorlax run that fast. But here we are, here, folks.
Yeah, that was very interesting. We also have Sunset playing here. Ooh, but the turret is taken out. That's going to be some really good info that's going to maybe pull a rotate over. Yeah, Slay's looking towards his B site more. He has to drone to reclear the mid. It's going to be a good reclear as it's going to see at least the KJ. But just seeing the KJ, that's only the lurk. I don't know how much they're going to move off of that. D-Blue has so much A space, though. That means Carney and Slay can kind of rotate over to this B and C side. Oh, but the pings are coming out of the map. Yeah, there really is. I'm like surprised that nobody's taking advantage of it. Like I mean, they wanted to pull the rotate. Sunset is jiggling the garage now, but the problem is both these teams' players could kind of be anywhere. They've left so much open. Ooh, but it looks like they're gonna go for this B hit, and Carney with this Bucky.
30 seconds left.
Ooh, he's gonna get stopped by the Phoenix Flash, and Carney's gonna get taken down. Rikishi able to. Oh my God, Slay with 2 there. That's beautiful, and they're gonna rotate through A as they know that at least the Viper was on C, and they're assuming that the KJ was on C.
10 seconds left.
So this is a 3v2. I think these two players have done it before already. Oh, but Tipier knows his position is close, and I think Tipier wants to. think he heard him potentially, but I don't know if he's ready for this judge. He might just want to spam through the wall. Ooh, but that defender Killjoy is gonna go. Whoa, whoa.
Let it be known.
Let it be known that he. Wow, that was it's an interesting push there. Sunset has to walk down long. He's able to get that first kill on the demonic. He can do this. He has very, very little time, but here's the other player coming up through short. He's able to take him out. This last player, Tipier, is going to try to play the time. He has to tap. Tipier trying to swing. The bomb has just too little time, and that's not enough. And Sunset is going to die too because of it. Giving Tipier that ultimate. And now it's 5-5. 5 rounds in a row for the defense. 5 rounds in a row for the attack.
Yeah, the retakes are not retaking here, Super, but now the Spades need to figure out something, and they need to figure out something fast. DB is back with the op again. They call him a Blue Death back where I come from, but the Blue Death is doing nothing much but dying, and it's making me feel kind of blue. But here we are again. He's starting off on B. Yeah, starting off on B. KJ is fully setting up on A to hopefully stop this A hit, and we have both controllers on the C side here.
Yeah, absolutely nothing in garage.
Yeah.
Carney moving over to that garage position. After that, KJ Molly comes up with Phoenix ult. So you can get it so many times. The farming the orbs so well. He's clearing all the backside, and he's able to get Snorlax too. That's so bad for Spades. They have to try to win this retake, but Carney is darted, and he's not able to find a kill. Debu finally able to get one, but Tipier from behind, and I mean, it's a 2v4. They have KJ ult. They have their smokes player, so they can play from long. And I mean, it's getting pretty rough. Sunset able to not even find the spam. That's Ryuk with 2 there. Just keep 1 HP. Oh my god.
Yeah,
wow.
Instant trades from Ryuk with 1 HP down, but this guy just has plot armor or something. But now he has the op that his counterpart on the other side has dropped, and we're heading into this last round. Not too many good ults except for the Silva ult on the side of Spades, and we're heading into a potential C site, or sorry, some sort of exit with this KJ ult here, but Silva ult is still online for that purse. It is Operation Don't Play for Retake Mask for once. Let's hope they can figure that out.
Yeah, I don't think the retakes are working too well. Even with this Viper wall, Snorlax is just dying a little bit early to actually have this Viper wall work. Ooh, Deeble, look at all this space Deeble has in mid. This is huge. This is the first time Spades has actually taken that much space. I think he wants to work off the back of this, but they're trying to do a C fake. Deeble, oh, not able to quite get that kill, and the lockdown is destroyed from Slay's ult, but look at TLP. They have all of the C site with the bomb, and Tipier and Rikishi are going to move up here into these garage players. Snorlax with the judge might be able to find one. He does. He's not able to quite get the... He is not able to get the second, but Deeble can find that trade. It's a 4v3 retake. Only 3 players on the C site. This is a good chance Spades have to retake this.
Yeah, I don't know. Spades are falling for more fakes than a man shopping on Facebook Marketplace. So here we are again into a retake, but 4v2. Sunset off from that side.
Oh my god, he gets 2! And he's paranoia. Misfail getting 1. Oh, this is going all wrong for Spades. It ends in a 5-7. I've never seen a timeout go from winning 0 rounds in a row to winning 7 rounds in a row before. Well, Tipier must have had something to say, bro.
Retaking, man. Like, I don't know what to say. Retakes just didn't start working, and Tipier took a very early timeout to get his team straight, and it looked like it worked as it only took 2 more round losses, but then 7 rounds in a row as we head into a tech pause here. A P10 has been called here, folks. We're going to take a bit of your time to figure out what's going on, but as we're heading to mask attack, you just can't help but think their mental's in the gutter right now.
Yeah, ooh, mouse dead. Unfortunate player's gonna have to swap out his mice, potentially charge it. But as we're working on that issue, yeah, 100%. MVSK Spades, I mean, I'm feeling rough a little bit, honestly. I was very excited to see how they were working that defense, right? Their retakes were working so well. I don't I think it had honestly more to do with TLP not playing in any post-plant situations, not really having a lurk, not having any deep space anywhere, and I think that was affecting them. And once they kind of fixed that, it seemed like Tipier started lurking a little bit more, and the players started playing for stall util a little bit more often. It felt like MVSK Spades just couldn't play for that retake anymore. They just didn't know what to do about the util and the lurks.
Yeah, and 7 rounds in a row won. The bomb did not explode one super, so all of these rounds were won by pure kills and pure failed retakes. So it's just
Yeah.
gutting to see. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I want Spades to kind of work on maybe controlling the map more. I see it. We haven't seen them play attack yet. However, they did not really get any map control on defense there. There were so many rounds. I think there was only 2 rounds, and it was both D-Blue, both times, where he had A long once, and he had, and he walked all the way up B once. But the players still, like, fell for this, like, fake plays that TLP were going, even though they had, like, D-Blue had that space and he could hear the rotates happening. So there might be some miscommunication, but I want to see Spades taking more map control, especially on attack where it's so much more important. Well, not much more important. It's important on both sides, but it's very important to have map space on attack.
Yeah, one more thing on their defense. Like, despite having a cage, like, there were just still so many gaps, especially towards like that C side. Like, sometimes they'd have no garage, sometimes they'd have nothing on C. It just didn't make any sense for me on like a macro perspective. But here we are now on an attack, and again, like I mentioned before, the Phoenix should provide a pretty stalwart counter to any Viper utility thrown by Snorlax here, as it looks like we're moving towards audible from Spades. So I assume maybe the P10 is coming to a close every now and or pretty soon. But yeah, again, this Phoenix should prove very, very annoying for Spades to deal with if these flashes can get good value. But honestly, right now, if you press tab, it seems Tapier has been the star man for TLP. 15-7, over double positive on attack, and you can only imagine how this guy's going to do on defense now.
Yeah, especially with that KJ. It's going to be pretty bad. We'll catch you. We're going to... Sorry, excuse me. We're going to go to a short break here. We'll see you very soon, and we'll be back.
Good at attacking these as... Oh my god, what a shot by Soulhaber with the triple kill! What a kill! Aimbot! What the hell was that? Overdrive is popped as Sparky's will go on site. Rolling Thunder is used to try and stop them out, and the return will come too. Sosu finds a trade with Tapsy. Coupled or alone side Confide with a double kill, triple kill for Confide! This KJ flipping the odds as Tyler C is alone and afraid. Confide with a quadra.
Timmy Fish working his way up. I mean, that's just incredible. He's going to be able to find people. He's going to be able to find Sunset. This is the player we've talked about before. Yeah, and this is a good smoke placement. He's able to play close. He's not going to get blinded by this. Snorlax is going to run through. He's not going to find that pick immediately, but Timmy Fish will.
Look at this flank from closely.
Alright, sorry for the wait, ladies and gentlemen. It was a much quicker pause than we anticipated. Sides are calling all right now. Timer has been started as we head into the pistol round of the second half of this game here, Super. Are you ready for this second half from Spades? And
I am so ready for this attack side from Spades. I'm very excited to see what their decision making is. D-Blue immediately running past the KJ turret. He's going to get taken out, and it is vulnerable to his whole team, but that doesn't matter as that player's going to get executed. Demonic is going to play off of sight. Oh, the spam is going to do a little bit damage, and Sunset is already playing for this lurk. And Rikishi, I don't know if he's going to be ready for this, but the jiggle is so good. The blind, oh my god, it catches Sunset, and the second blind, oh, but Sunset with that kill is beautiful, and Slay and Carney from back site. Ryu retaking his own bomb site, and I mean, it's just, that was another beautiful pistol round.
You cannot use the power of the sun against Sunset, as we have now seen 2 flashes didn't matter for this guy as he gets the flank kill easily. And now we're heading to both pistol rounds won for Spades, but we know how early momentum went for Spades last time around, but it's good to see that they've broken the early moment or the late momentum of the last half from TLP, but now it looks like 3 Spectres on their anti-eco here, but a couple bandits, or just 1 bandit on the side of TLP.
Yeah, the bandit on tip here, he is gonna be the main defender for B. It looks like they're also leaving a gap in garage. This is pretty surprising. from both of these teams. Not really caring about Garage too much. Ooh, but Tipier walking in here. The drone's not gonna clear up in heaven, so they might leave a player inserted here. It looks like Slay is kind of taking a little bit longer, but this attack is gonna come through. Carniflex able to find Demonic, and D-Blue is on to the side. All these players going onto the side. Tipier not able to find that first shot. He's gonna take out this KJ turret, but that might have been the kill that he needed. Rikishi able to find Sunset. They're gonna collapse on him, and Slay getting that trade, but that kill from Tipier is really, really important. Rikishi able to find this bandit. Ooh, but Carney from backside is just playing so well. The blind comes through, but not soon enough. D-Blue swings into the garage and finds one. It's a 1v4. Ryuk is all alone with Snorlax behind him. And now we are back to a tied game.
Not much to really talk about there. Classic anti eco, but yeah, no one seems to like Garage. I don't know. But I hope this doesn't happen to be a pattern, because if that's the case, then yeah, it might not be a good round for TOP, as it looks like Spades' game plan is specifically targeting that left side of the map. But I may be proven wrong here, as it looks like the entire team is settling in A lobby for a potential A hit here, but they're going to be met with proper resistance, as there's 3 players of TOP on this side as well.
Yeah, this is it's going to be a big round for TLP if they can pull off this gun round. Oh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Whoa! Whoa, we're gonna kill D-Blue though. Finding a trade in short, he is put down to 5 HP. This is a huge round. If Spades can't win, but the Phoenix Flash comes through, and that's gonna hurt D-Blue so bad. Spades not looking quite like they're gonna be able to win this bonus round. Carney is able to find the Phantom though. And in the 3v5,
yeah, it does not get more unfortunate than that. Getting random by the long span Snorlax, the Viper Wall needed to scale down short and plays down in a matter of a blink of an eye. But yeah.
Unfortunate. That's a lot of space and a lot of lurk timing gone now for Spades. They have way less map control with that Viper Wall. And it looks like Spades are making their way into Garage. These 3 players moving as a pack together. They want to take over this Garage control. I think they know that at least 2 players on A. And with this Omen also stacking towards the A site. Oh, but oh my god, it looked like the Phoenix was short on my screen. I'm so sorry. Phoenix is in B. So he is kind of calling over rotates, but they're taking way too long. And with Phoenix holding this garage walk up and KJ holding the C push up, these 2 TLP players are just gonna back up and play for this retake, I guess. The scan does come through though, and Demonic is able to find one. They're playing from a back sight hold. The Paranoia comes through. That's gonna be really good for Slay to get 1, and Carney is able to get a second while blind, but he's got 6 seconds, 5 seconds, and he just has enough time to plant. But Tipier is gonna push up, and Mistveil is gonna play that very well, not die, and that's gonna be the first round on defense for TLP.
I don't know, man. Carney's looking sharp, and Miss was even an inch to the right. I think his head would have gotten chopped off, but luckily he wasn't. And now it's a first round back for the side of TOP as they head into more equal ground here. But it seems, though, as I say that, they don't really have the money to head into the round 4, which looks like Spades have a massive gun advantage over.
Yeah, TLP, they did win the gun round, the first gun round, the anti-eco. But I don't know if it was worth it for all those deaths. Spades are looking strong again on the start of this half.
Ryuk walking down mid, gets past the turret, but does Sunset suspect him? Because that smoke is suspiciously big and round, hiding a potential player there. But he's aware of it, he pings it.
Oh yeah, Sunset does. I think they're gonna try to re-clear this guy with the drone. They are. It's gonna be a good heads-up drone from them, but that's a lot of utility. Did we? Okay, we did see it.
Right?
We know where he is, right? Yeah. Okay. Ryuk tried his hardest in that little corner. He did everything he could. Jump out was not very strong. Rikishi though, with his share of in garage and the Phoenix blinds that have been doing nothing to Sunset, finally able to get some damage onto him because of it. Ooh, but the spam is very scary. The drone coming through a tip here with the classic. I mean, we're losing a Glocks on site. Whoa, D-Blue's just back site. What did he get paranoid? I don't know how he's there. The paranoia's gonna come through from Carney though, and with this gun advantage, they might be able to just outshoot these players. It's a 2v3, and Mistveil and Tipier are so low. Mistveil, the last player, with such low HP. and 33, and then a 1v3. He's not even going to be able to get the first kill. It's another tied game. We're up 8-8, and this game is starting to look pretty interesting.
Honestly, that was a little scary because it seemed nobody cleared logs and Tip was just chilling there the whole time. Got the kill on the planner, almost got the kill on D-Blue himself, but that's when the cavalry arrived and got the guy backside too. But now we're heading into more equal footing with guns all across the board, and yeah, tie game again for like the third time today. But
yeah, we're looking close.
Online. Phoenix Ult is online for the side of TOP. That only 6 orbs needed for that. It looks like Rikishi might want to get aggro mid with this ult online.
Yeah, he doesn't even have enough money to buy the molly. He's putting it all into his flashes. That's okay. The molly isn't always needed. The drone though gonna come through, clear out Tip here. Very. Whoa. We did not. There's no comm. There's just no comm. We did not comm.
I think it might have been a blind spot in the drone because that guy was pretty close to the left, and the drone were just looking face forward. And
True.
Yeah, and D-Blue's the one who pays for it, unfortunately. But
yeah, unfortunately, that might have been a little bit of a misfooting from either player there. But Ryuk has so much space on C. This should allow the KJ to rotate, but he's actually opting to jump spot instead because his KJ util is towards garage.
This head-to-head's gonna be huge.
Ooh, yeah, Slay walking up. Rikishi not in a good spot. Ooh, but he is able to find one, and he knows that's the Soma. Ooh, and such with a good flash turn, but it's not quite enough. He's gonna be able to heal with this wall, and it's up to Carney and Snorlax in a 2v5. And the spike is on an island. Snorlax is gonna try to look for a lurk here. Oh, and Ryuk spots Snorlax, gets the headshot, but it's through wall, and Snorlax on 1 HP. Carney's stuck down on garage or grass. He's not even gonna be able to find one. Yeah, and Snorlax looking for, I mean, anything really. I think he just wants to survive at this point.
Oh my god, okay.
Okay.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is wallbangable.
Yeah. I don't think Ryuk even knew that. I think he's just as surprised as us.
Now, if I had a nickel for every time Snorlax has been random spammed in a lobby in that exact spot, I'd have 2 nickels, ladies and gentlemen, which is a little weird, but it has in fact happened twice, and that just cannot be good for Snorlax's mental. But yeah, we're heading into this next round. That Phoenix ult is still online. Silva ult as well for the side of the defenders, but Silva online for Slay as well as we head into another gun round. Slay a Spectre for some reason, but nonetheless, it looks like Spades are trying to contest this space. Almost catches Carney.
Yeah, that was really close. Demonic kind of not really having a good trigger discipline there. If he gets into that spot a little bit earlier, could have been very, very strong. But Snorlax worked his way up C all alone. Just kind of crazy considering we have 2 inserts, one on A and one on C. I mean, Spades have so many options here. They can cancel it and rotate to anywhere. They're going to pressure some B right now.
Yeah, and remember that Phoenix ult is still online, most probably going to be used for retake as Ryuk is about to take a duel onto Sunset, gets 1, gets 2!
Oh my goodness, there's some amazing shots. He's reloading and he's gonna push that to spike down and the whole pack is dead of the 2 people that are inserted. I can't even do anything now. Snorlax and Carney, the duo to clutch all the time. Carney working at A. He has the Omen ult, so Snorlax just has to make it open. Snorlax is actually gonna pick up the bomb and die because of it. He's making a lot of noise. I don't think Carney maybe
30 seconds left.
Talking about his plan. He's gonna smoke the front of B. Oh, I think he is going for this. He's got $600 in the bank. This could be a really good save here. A hero rifle for next round. Maybe they can try to switch up their game plan, but misfail. Really close here. I think he's really expecting this push from Carney, and ooh, nice shot from Misfail right there. And now, DLP are up 2 rounds.
Yeah, it feels like forever since we've seen a 2-round deficit from either side here, but now it looks like TOP are starting to run ahead here as Steph takes Spades' 2nd time out. And what do you think they're talking about in their super?
I mean, honestly, it just feels like there's just a little bit of a miscommunication issues. We're not really re-clearing areas properly. We're not doing a lot properly, really. There's a lot. What do
Yeah,
you?
but
What do you
I
think?
don't know. But as the designated spectator here, and to what I've been seeing on the map here, there hasn't really been much on this B side here, and I think they're giving this Phoenix a little too much respect because there's no alarm bot, there's no KJ turret, there's no Molly even. It's just this Phoenix who's just been playing around the front side of B. And if I'm them, if I'm Spades here, I'm definitely contesting that B side space because if we can get that pick on that Phoenix early, that's infinite rotates drawn from either side. But I feel like
Yeah.
they've been kind of neglecting this A side too when it comes to like a late end. And they've started A to no avail, started C usually to no avail, sometimes to avail. But yeah, now they're heading into a round with no real guns here, potentially something aggro. But if I'm them, I'm starting B ending A. But that's just me.
Yeah, 100%. I think that it's a really good round. I think a really good plan for them. I think they focus a little bit too much on these C and this A. I see a lot of teams in this rank not think of B as much of like as even a real site. They see that it can be retaken from both sides, and I think they just get scared by it or something. But it looks like they are starting towards garage again. They're gonna dash in past the alarm bot. Tipier and Demonic are both here. That paranoia is gonna be really strong, and Tipier is gonna be in this corner, and D-Blue's know to not clear his corners all the time. Oh, but that dart's gonna be so strong. But Tipier with the spam. Oh, he's only gonna find one. Oh, so close though. Snorlax able to move up through, and it's gonna be a 3v3 on site. Sunset getting very strong kills, and so is Snorlax. Spades are just pushing these guys, giving them no respect. Ooh, and Misfell with a good spam. They have the Sova ult to retake into this. Ooh, and Slade does have a counter. Sova ult Ryuk, though, working his way up. If Slade jumps up here, Ryuk's gonna see that, and he is gonna spot it. What a shot, a beautiful flick. They don't know where Snorlax is, though, and Snorlax running through with that Stinger. He's gonna be able to pick up a Vandal now, but he's gonna let the Viper's pick go down, actually. It's a really interesting play in the clutch, and yeah, Ryuk is just gonna win that fight right there. It's 11-8 in TLP. Really scrappy anti-eco round from them, but win nonetheless.
You know, for an ult as big and oppressive as a Viper ult, you think you want to like maybe play in it, or play in corners, or leave it up, or like use it to your advantage maybe. But I don't think Spades ticked off any of those boxes there. But like,
yeah, that was a little rough from them.
yeah, all good I guess. But Ryuk just keeps continuing to be on a tear this half. Still not enough to take down Tipier as the top fragger of this team, but. Yeah, the timeout seems to have no avail, but it seems that the retakes are about to bite Spades in the butt too, because that's their first retake round loss, and that should not be happening with the Viper ult down, man.
Yeah, Viper ult losing a 2v2 in a Viper ult.
3v2.
A 3v2, yeah, and like they didn't get spotted by the drone too. That's really rough, and D-Blue's just standing out of the open before the drone, so he's gonna be taken out there. And I mean, they didn't even take out the KJ turret or alarm bot that's been sitting in the same spot in the open every round that's spammable from like spawn. So that's unfortunate, but I don't think they quite know it's there every time. Ryuk though, on this A main line, he's gonna hear the players rotating. He knows he's gonna swing really. He's gonna be able to get 3. Oh my goodness! What a oh, and he's aura farming now. But Carniflex is gonna be able to paranoia him, and he's gonna be able to take him down. Rikishi with the Odin. Oh my goodness, that scared me. Carniflex also got scared, not able to win, and it's match point, or not match, or yes, match and map point for TLP.
The last time I saw a lineup that nasty, I was watching Average Jonas in 2021 Super, but it seems Ryuk again, I told you, he's on a heater and he's gonna keep doing this, and Spades just cannot clear their corners, man. They use their drone on Garage to no avail as it got D-Blue like knocked out immediately as the first death, but now they're heading into this potential match point on a game they started 5-0 in Super.
Yeah, 5-0, and then they won like how many rounds? They won 2. They only lost the bonus, and then they won the other one. They were looking really strong on this attack here, and they've kind of fallen apart these last 4 rounds.
Yeah, but it looks like they're going to potentially try and bring this back on an A exec, but it seems you don't want to wait for the KJ ult. We're a little impatient, but Snorlax does get Tipier out of the way. That's potential raid boss down. They're heading into a 4v5 or 5v4 post plant for the side of Spades here.
Yeah, and Slay has this Sobal. He can play for it. It looks like he's backing up all the way, but they're leaving just Carney and D-Blue on site. Carney, though, with the Paranoia is one of the greatest stalls for this A main or A link choke, and Carney also able to find Ryuk dashing out of heaven. And with that Paranoia not being used quite too well from the side of TLP. This retake is looking very, very strong from Spades. I can't see a world where they lose this. D-Blue able to find 1 and 2 with Carniflex finally getting that trade out of D-Blue, and Spades are looking to work their way back up the mountain.
Like I said during the timeout, their A post line is something that is untested, and it, as you can see, it looks very strong. So if I'm Spades, I'm leaning into that more. But now that they're going into a round without that KJO that they used to take the site, and an enemy KJO ready to retake that site, I'm not sure what the game plan is for Spades, because they need 3 more rounds in a row to take this game to overtime.
Yeah, 3 rounds, guys. It's not actually a lot of rounds. There's like it's like a lot of rounds in the game. 3 rounds is very doable if they can play very disciplined. Wow, that's a very interesting short dart. Ooh, it is. I actually really like that. That's a good short dart.
Ooh.
Snorlax able to find 1. I mean, this is looking a little scrappy here from TLP. They're getting a little cocky. Swinging angles they probably shouldn't be swinging. D-Blue's going to be able to clear that short out. Rikishi, though. Ooh, the counter blind from the Paranoia. And he's not even ready. This is practically a flawless Tipier Master. Might be able to find 1 or 2. But all 5 players alive from Spades on this site hit. Well done, Tipier. Also spotted by the drone.
But yeah, like, I might be in the Spades call, because yet again they're going into this A post plant, and yeah, it looks like 100% success rate. 5 people alive. They had 3 people alive towards the end there last time around. And if I'm on the side of TOP, I'm kind of thinking, man, how do I stop this? Because unless we're spamming Snorlax through a Viper Roll, there seems to be no stopping the Spades A success rate. But they need to find an answer fast, or we're going the distance here, Super.
Yeah. The distance can be long too. Both these teams have tied multiple times throughout this series. Tippy, you're able to find Sunset. Some good shots. Yeah, but both these teams have tied quite few times, so they're sitting around. This is honestly a pretty even game. It looks like each team is kind of just making some mistakes, so I'm excited to see how far this map can go. I'm not looking for the longest overtime of all time, but an overtime could be really cool from Spades. I'd like to see how they do, especially in their first match, how much stamina they really have, and it's on even just the first map.
Yeah, well, to viewers of the old Mass Madnesses before this and when I casted in the last one, I do have a knack for casting extensively long games that do tend to go to overtime. Rhodes can also attest for this, but yeah, hopefully history doesn't repeat itself, because I don't want to be here longer than I have to. But you know, hey, I'm having a blast. People having a blast. I hope you guys are also having a blast as we're heading into the round 23 of this match so far in Haven. And looks like, yeah, they're heading into that C site here potentially instead of A, and I don't know, Super. It's getting me a little nervous.
Yeah, it is making me really nervous. They inserted Carney up long, this is a good insert, so they can take this garage space. And Carney's might be able to hear that Phoenix rotate, I think, a little bit. I don't know how close he was to short. Might have heard a step or two. But Snorlax throwing a very interesting orb up here. I think that might actually, yeah, it's going to call the Phoenix over. Ooh, they're working back to A. Yeah, looks like they swung long. They know nobody's in the site. And it seems like they're not quite stacking the correct site yet, but with 2 players on, it can be really strong. The dart is going to be able to come through it, and it looks like they're going to play, TLP is going to be able to play for retake, and D-Blue already getting into his favorite graffiti spot of all time. The Killjoy ult is going to come through, and the Slay trade, or the Slay ult trade, excuse me, the Sova ult trade will happen after that. But in all that chaos, Snorlax was actually able to find Ryuk through the B main choke. So that's a really, really good pick starting off for Spades. Looks like they're gonna run through the graffiti. Rikishi not able to find the first kill. Monica able to claim that D-Blue's life. Slay with the spam from the Odin, though, is going to be taken down by Misveil. And this is suddenly a 3v3 situation. And Carney able to find 1, but Rikishi with a quick trade after. It's a 2v2. Snorlax and Sunset set up in his cross on short. Rikishi is going to molly him out, and that's going to force him to swing. But Sunset is going to be able to find both kills to keep his team alive in this map. It's 11-12, and this game is getting real close.
I got one more in me. Sunset with the 1v2 clutch to save his team from going down 1-0 in the series. But yeah, that round right there, I'm not gonna lie. What I was talking about in the timeout, like starting over towards C or B and then ending A. From a macro perspective, that was probably the best round they've played so far. It's really surprising me.
100%.
Yeah, a lot of those gunfights just went already during that post plant there. Like people, like for example, like Carney and Deep Blue dying a little too early there, and Slay getting random. But this is it. This is the last round of regulation here.
Yeah. And for the 2-stack, ooh, and look at this Phoenix walking down mid already.
Thought about it.
Might caught and he's backing up. It might catch Sunset off guard, but looks like he doesn't want to do that anymore. He got a little bit scared. Not enough main pressure. Ooh, but Carney inserted. I don't think TLP are looking to re-clear this at all. I'm kind of looking forward to them re-clearing, and finally the Sova is walking down short. He wants to figure out why do they keep ending A after these fakes, and Rikishi and D-Blue getting traded out. Sunset is taken out. That is one of the raid bosses of the Spades team, and Ryuk with 2 out of D-Blue and Slay. It's all up to Carney and Snorlax once again. The pack has been taken out, and Misfail, who walked down A, is taken down because of his own wall. Carney able to find one. He's on 19 HP. He has the Omenal, and he's gonna be able to go for this clutch. He has to if he wants to make his team win. He's gonna TP up into heaven. Ooh, and I think Ryuk heard that. Oh my. This Ryuk, I think he thinks he's hell though.
Seconds left.
And Carney with 30 seconds left. And yeah, Ryuk knows he's hell. Demonic gonna be able to swing him through. Carney slow walking his way through. And Ryuk on the A site is gonna take him down. And that's gonna be the first map going to TLP.
For my Death Note watchers, they call Ryuk the Angel of Death, and there is a reason for that. He ends map 1 in favor of TLP, 1-0 on their own map pick. But don't go anywhere. We're heading to Abyss next in just a few moments. Stay tuned and stay seated. Grab a drink, go to the bathroom, do whatever you have to do, but we'll be right back.
Good at attacking these as oh my god, nice shot by Solibro with the triple kill! What a kill! Aimbot, what the hell was that? Overdrive is popped as Sparky's will on site. Rolling Thunder is used to try and stop them out, and the return will come too. Sosu finds a trade with Tatsy. Coupled or alongside Confide with a double kill, triple kill for Confide. This KJ flipping the odds as Tyler C is alone and afraid. Confide with a quadra.
Timmy Fish working his way up. I mean, that's just incredible. He's going to be able to find Deep Blue. He's going to be able to find Sunset. This is a player we've talked about before. Yeah, and this is a good smoke placement. He's able to play close. He's not going to get blinded by this. Snorlax is going to run through. He's not going to find that pick immediately, but Timmy Fish will.
Look at this flank from closely.
Oh, Fossey on the flank gets one. Probably going to get 2. Might even get an ace, honestly, here with it. He gets the 4K. Unable to get the ace. Jiggly cleans it up. Cookies was able to kill Fossey, but I mean, Fossey got 4. The round's pretty much over from there.
They play it. They do have the worst weaponry, but these stingers can work really well up close. Just have to find one. We'll find a quadra kill through the box. Didn't even know that was happening. Confide will finish it off and clip that, ladies and gentlemen. It's 6-5. The trades are looking good as Karina could potentially find another. Won't find just yet. Timmy Fish with the triple kill. It's all left to this solo Yoro Pregnant Hippo. Can you find one? Will finds the second. What a double kill for Pregnant Hippo. Can you find the next? Is it Void is sticking for now. Doesn't know where Pregnant Hippo is. Can you clutch out the round? Oh, won't find the kill just yet. But with the right click, what a clutch from Pregnant Hippo. It's a 1v3 to secure the first round for Tacti Bears.
He's on the seaside, so that will create some stall. However, place is completely walled off. A Bushy takes out Pyroson.
What they worship, and it is what they will continue to go to. As look at this, 4 players in Waterfall. They're looking to attack. But
Bushy gets 3, gets 4. He's on his way to an ace. He's gonna keep Boba single-handedly alive in this game as Zom takes him down. Now the rest of Boba gotta lock in and kill this one poor player of Zom in Waterfall. Nova's gonna do some skin shopping here, trying to find Zom and take him down.
Okay, Wipebuff just finds Slay, and I was going to say that Slay, after that, using the Nightfall last round, is already halfway back to it. Fuzzy Nanak is able to find a quick relief of finding another player, but Wife Buff just pushes through. The pure ego coming through, not using any utility. Clone comes through, finds a fourth, and he is on for the ace, as all it will take is to find Snorlax, who is just going to get spotted out in mid. The one tap coming through.
Retake is just too clean. It's all up to Hapsy. He gets two.
Oh my god!
He gets an ace. Oh my goodness, Hapsy.
What a round from Hapsy! One of the craziest aim sprees I just saw!
Instantly.
Yeah.
Oh my god, triple kill for Cookers! That just happened, alright. Saltlamer will find one, but this round is no longer looking for...
Is able to drop, dodges a flash. Will find one. And it looks like it's all up to Saltlamer here to take Vortex into match point, and I don't know if he knows. And he does, but what
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
And Snorlax gets one.
Run,
His
Snorlax!
frenzy is good. I think Saltlamer wants this.
The bomb is down too. I mean, they know there's only two positions Snorlax can realistically be here, and they're going to cover both of them. The question is, can Snorlax clutch this out? So Saltlamer's actually pushing up against the frenzy. This could hurt, and knows where!
No! Oh, the ace was so close. He's too greedy. Way too greedy. Snorlax's frenzy is insane. Oh my god, the headshot! He gets the clutch. Smoke comes through that's going to allow Honda to walk through, and Hapsy working the way behind B. Honda has used that space well as Howie finds Honda. Zoe on the B side has time to plan. This could be the clutch of all time. 5, 4, the time isn't there.
Oh!
No, the 4K clutch will tie up Lotus. Has the time, they're all looking away. He spots all the players. He finds two. Malacry with such low HP. The annihilation happens, and it's not connected. Malacry is going to run all the way to the B site.
Dream Fury has to clear every single angle, and it's going to be an early fight here. Malacry might not be ready for this.
I don't think he is either. He spots the gun, and Malacry's not looking the right way. It's going to be overtime.
But it looks like things have slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see how they actually do end up playing this. They're just trying to find any positioning. It looks like they're going through Garage, and they will find Chosen One as they're going to continue the aggression shoots. You're playing this fight, and they will get the trade anyway. It's going to be a 3 versus 3 advantage still towards Aura Farmers as they're able to find bananas as well. But you have to be careful here. Ooh, Soymik almost with the wisp, but Strew Bussy will get the trade. It's all left to Greedy. The only person left was Zero Deaths. Can't find the pick. Get taken down. Greedy with a 4K and will hurt all the souls of Aura Farmers.
He's not going to get spotted. Wazowski
Oh!
is going to find 2 in the round. Slay gets 2. Maybe a misstep from Tactibears, but it's all onto Honda to be able to stop this defuse. Scan comes through. Bomb is tapped. Slay is watching for Honda, and he swings, and Slay is able to find it. Spades tie it up off of such heroics.
He's dead. It's a free flank from Hapsy. The trades are coming through from on site.
But Zex is getting all the other kills.
Yeah.
Rolling
The
Thunder
Warrior comes
hits
through.
2.
It's gonna stop the defuse, and it's gonna hit both of them. Hapsy is not enough, and the kill comes through from the blast pack. The defuse goes through, and that is the win for Appa.
But Novaz and Bush are going to try to do it anyway.
Oh, the
big
shots
damage.
are. They know they're in there. Soy Milk ready for these players. He's not gonna find any as Bushy flicks right onto his head. Clay's in the heaven, spots a player long. Pyrosit is gonna stop him from peeking as Zinni takes down Bushy. Clay's peeking out of heaven, is not able to claim Pyrosit, and it's all up to Novaz in a 1v1 situation.
Oh, no.
Can he find some? There's no more ammo. He reloads and gets the triple kill to secure the pistol round for Boba. Clean up the round, trading him out. Swifty and... Oh my god, Swifty gets 2. Clays gets 1.
Swifty
It's a
alone.
1v2. Swifty all alone. Can he win this clutch? It is his round to win. It is their gun round. He tries to peek as Clays has this outlaw train. Bushy's getting his squad there as Swifty gets all 4 kills.
ISO is definitely going to go through this, right? Like, there's no way. Oh, Thrash will come through. Will not spot them.
Oh my god. I think he knows there's TP still. Oh my god! What is happening?
Well, they know where both of them are now, and they're
But Spades, once again, take the C site, have
This
very
judge.
enrooted positions, and Nanook just runs through, takes down Salty, and there goes the Outlaw, folks. And he gets 3 with the judge. Oh my goodness, it's almost an ace! Hondon has to shut him down, and he'll take a Bulldog for himself. But that's 4 in the round. It's just Raps. They're going to run him down. Hondon not going to able to find any value as
with the better guns as Bobo push through. Jigglytofu finds one as Zinni gets the trade. Novas is going to be taking down the swings. Aren't quite in time as Clay's blinds all of them. Finding Pyros in. It's a 3v3 situation right now as Zinni finds his 3rd. Zinni finds his 4th. And he's on his way to ace in this round.
I mean, Zinni is just going crazy in this game, and Zinni might be able to find the ace.
Zinni going through the
Oh,
smoke
no.
here. He's behind Bushy. Bushy, they've timing each other. And Zinni's gonna get the ace.
That fault point. And aggressive cookies goes down. Moha finds 3 huge picks by this Phoenix. And that is so big for Boba to get back into this. Can Koopa Troopa find anything as this Phoenix goes nuclear? Poking and prodding positions. Deeply just going straight on site. We'll get 1, but we'll get taken down as all the fights are going to be tied up for the current moment. A lot of damage done. Abby looking for more, but Reaper going absolutely crazy. 1 HP now on a few members, but Reaper has a triple kill. Looking for even more as Howie in the smoke. Can you find anything? Finds 1. Time running out. Finds another. Looking for 4th. It will find it. A clutch from Howie will secure another pistol round for Team Appa.
Taking down Slay. It's all up to D-Blue. And he's not going to be able to find the pick. However, Rain gets the trade out. It's a 1v3 situation, 1v2 situation. Rain could make this happen. He's a player known to be able to do this. There's 1 player in market, 1 player on top side. Rain takes a step. They know where he is. The stun comes through. He dodges the stun. He finds 1. And he gets the final pick onto Timmy Fish, giving Match Spades some life in this game. Antagonist all alone with the breach ult. We've talked about before. He takes the spike tap, and that's gonna cause Pyros in to rip his ult. And there's enough time for Antagonist to get the spike down, and Bananas has to run. He's going through stairs. Antagonist hears him from the back.
Oh!
With the clutch! That's gonna be a clutch for Antagonist.
If Snow can catch these players on the flank, or will they clear? It's going to be so close. Snow, watch out! And Clays is not going to kill just yet. Don't do it, Clays. No, Clays.
No.
You're better than this, Clays. No. No, Clays, the knife kill. And Bushy will find another. Gonna try and put up that trip. Sparky's looking for this over-aggression, and we'll find 1. Can Sparky's find even more as they are not backing down in that position whatsoever? The fault line will hit. We'll find Hapsy and Loot. Triple kill for Sparky's, and it's a 4 versus 1. Howie alone with the Stinger won't be able to do much as Sparky's is hunting for that final kill, but this round is going to go back in Revitalize's favor as they pick up 4 ultimates for next round.
I just realized it's a good stun, but that was actually Luke's stun that set up the kills for.
Oh, was it? Oh,
Sparky's
no.
there. And yeah, I just realized there's no breach on that other side, but bit
My
of an
bad.
error there. But from the sub, my bad too. I thought it was a stun from the other side.
I'm like,
but
really good
Sparky's just
play
full
there,
on
Revitalize.
Yeah.
Hitting is just so valuable. Every
Oh.
single person on the team, they're trying to do the PRX thing. They couldn't do
Showstopper.
it. Oha gets Abby, but the showstopper comes
Misses!
through. It gets nobody, and Oha gets his second.
Oha said aloha there to Zach says, we'll look for more.
The Rain of Light comes through. He's able to get 1 TP out of there. Gets his 4th. He's on his way to his own ace. On their eco round is how he gets 1.
Hello and welcome back to map 2. It's Abyss. Our favorite map. I got Scorzy next to me in the casting booth. And Rhodes managing the stream and being observant. We're having a grand old time. It's Spades versus TLP once again. TLP were able to take that first map on Haven. It was pretty close though. 13-5, and Spades had strong starts in both halves. So what are you looking forward to on Abyss, Scorzy?
Well, this is mass map pick, and honestly, the first 5 rounds of Haven did give me hope. So I'm hoping to see more hope from the side of Spades as they need to win this round to take this to a map. They're also going to be a 2-0 in their first match of the league so far. But
Yeah.
as these matches, or sorry, these agents are about to be locked in, we're seeing a breach comp, something pretty standard, but a veto on the side of TLP, and I love when I see teams running veto. I like to see what their approach is on the map with this agent, and I'm not really sure what Spades are about to lock in.
Yeah, the veto is being hovered from Snorlax. I was talking to this team a little bit earlier about maybe switching up their comp because it was a very interesting comp, and the veto is
Oh
gonna
my
be
goodness.
veto vice. This is really interesting. I like this. The only thing I'm confused about now is the jet from Ryuk over a waylay with the breach. I think breach on this map is really good. Not maybe the greatest initiator, but when paired with a waylay, especially if you have a good breach player, it's really strong. So while the jet can work off of a breach good, I think a waylay is a little bit better. So I'm surprised we're not seeing a waylay.
It seems we're seeing some two Jet 1 tricks go head to head here as we have two Jet locks on both sides. One team has a breach, one team has double Senti, so on paper this should be a much easier game for Ryuk to move around the map, but at the same time he has to deal with the double Senti powerhouses of Sunset and Snorlax over on Spades, but Spades are starting attack though, so it might be a weaker half from them, but they started off strong. They started off winning both pistols last map, and let's see if they can replicate the success here as it looks like they're huddling around each other mid, trying to deliberate what to do for this round. It looks like Debu's immediately starting towards the B side here as the side of TLP are looking towards a little bit more of A control, like a stun already on this line here, Super.
Yeah, the A control is going to be very strong from Rikishi here. And yeah, Ryuk working off this A main. And oh my god, look at all the space that they're getting. That's insane. They're really going to allow a deep insert here. I think they're just going to work up, and Sunset might be prepared for this walk up if he looks through at the right time. And oh, he's not looking at the right time. Caster Curse. Ryuk is going to find Sunset, and it looks like the rest of TLP are rotating over to B. Tippermaster on site. Oh my goodness, Deep Blue. I don't know you're like that. Demonic taking out Garnaflex and Deep Blue. Almost got off the reload before he died. Miss Veil and Snorlax in these trades, and Rikishi is gonna come out on top. This is the first pistol round that TLP have won, and it's starting to look scary.
You know, against two Sentinels, I'm not sure if a good pistol round would be to immediately send it flank, but it ended up being the two flankers to win the round for TLP there, as Breach and Jet ended up winning the round for them on that B retake, but I don't know, a little bit of a rocky start for Spades here, as they got the entries down, Debu with a nice shot onto Tip, but after that, it seemed they one by one they fell, and now they're heading into a potential mid-slam from the Eco side, as the A control is going to remain strong for TLP.
Yeah, they're not opting off a breach done yet. And Ryuk not taking up too much space. They're not really paying attention to lower mid, unfortunately. And Demonic gonna be able to find that kill. Carniflex, though, with that trade with the Classic, could mean a lot. Rikishi in heaven is only able gonna find one. This is suddenly a little bit doable for Spades. However, Snorlax on such low HP, this could be very scary. Mistveil with an outlaw of his own. Yeah, Mistveil and Ryuk both with outlaws. Tip, though, finding a good first kill, and Snorlax so far away with so little HP with just a Classic. He's not going to be able to find too much. Ryuk just running up this flank here. Doesn't even care. He hears Snorlax, and that's going to be a cleanup on the anti-eco. There's not much you can say, but that is a good second round from TLP.
You know, I thought he was going to cannonball into the depths of the abyss here, but he decided to have a change of heart and turn around and give the kill to Ryuk anyway. But yeah, 2-0 for TLP, and now a full gun round, or almost a full gun round. I don't know if Debu's planning to hit us with his signature. Actually, no, he doesn't have money for his signature glass cannon out, but 2-0. It looks like not much is changing from the defensive perspective. It's still strong A control with the Breach and Jet, and it looks like Mask are going to try and contest mid space yet again.
Yeah, and I will say TLP won on Abyss in the last match they played against Vespera, 14-12 in overtime. So they are pretty strong as Vespera's, or as they did win. The full series against Vespera. So this is proving to be a very good map in TLP's lineup, but Sunset on that lurk there. With that first kill, it's going to call the rest of Spades over to try to get this hit. And, ooh, and Sunset is just one of those players sometimes. He's getting able to find that next kill on the Ryuk. That's going to be a free sight for Spades.
But yeah, heading into this post lane now, and 35 for Spades, who are looking to potentially just maybe go into heaven here. But yeah, 2 TOP players ready to start chopping off heads from heaven, but doesn't get the shot on Sunset. Might have fallen asleep here. Oh, never mind, he's awake. Carney does go down because it lands on Sunset, gets one.
Oh my god, it's a little Goomba stomp coming there. Misspell also being taken down. Ooh, Tibier. That was an interesting spray. I don't know if we're going to get any kills doing that, but Deeblu going to clean that up, and that's going to be the first round for Spades. A good gun round from them on Abyss.
Your gun tracers, lad, but Snorlax does go down. 3 guns kept for Spades, which isn't bad, but now they're heading into a full-on gun round between both teams here. No ops online, which might be like, this is almost a necessity on Abyss. No sniper weapons at all. Carney going to have to force himself onto a Soul Deagle, even though Deeblu does have money to buy, but I guess not. But hey, again, nothing much changing from the defensive side. Breach Jet still on A, Silva and Astra mid, and Tip looking like the sole B anchor, but this A pressure is going to be tested here, Super.
Yeah, and Ryuk getting a deep angle. I think the Breach is trying to bait from, but Carney is playing really heads up here. He's going to be able to take it down, and Deeblu not even looking at the spot that his 2 teammates just died from. Ryuk on a 3K. Ooh, and Ryuk and Rikishi, a really deadly duo of a Flash Initiator and Duelist. Ryuk actually got player MVP in his last match against Team Vespera that they just recently won last week. So he's a very strong player, a very strong duelist, and he's proven to be very, very worthwhile on this team.
Yeah, he's starting this map off with a 3 KD. Looks like he's already ready to save for an op. But yeah, you know, I thought there was going to be some sort of trap play going there. But you know what? If you can jump spot for you and you can get 3, then honestly, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But yeah, looks like, again, the same exact setup. For the attackers, though, it looks like more of a mid-default. Dart does get broken, you know, for the first time, I think, this entire series, not getting a scan on the Spades players. But here we are again. Slay is droning up. Catches Misto, who's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. But now it's up for Mass to decide which way they want to go. It doesn't really pull rotates anywhere. The anchors of both sides, well, I don't know if you want to call it Breach and Jet anchors, but they're still staying steadfast on their respective sites. But I don't know, not much map control, not much movement. It seems like we're kind of just at a standstill here.
Yeah, neither team opting to take any space, and honestly, since Spades isn't working any map control, I think as a defense-sided team, you can kind of offer to just anchor those sites. Site anchors are really important. Ooh, Tipier getting out of there. The double TP into heaven, and Deeblu dashing to his death from Demonic. The trap is triggered though, and Snorlax is able to get through. I thought he was gonna fall off. Ooh, that's a really good trap from Snorlax, actually. I like seeing that play. He's able to get 1, able to get 2. Not the 3rd close there. I want to have you talk about that veto trip that Snorlax threw, actually.
Yeah, you know, I want to talk about that trip, even though it was good usage, but I'm more concerned about the smokes that Carney's using. But hey, that timeout's going to come out, so it gave me plenty of time to talk about it. But that smoke seemed so outward, and Deeblu were just completely unprotected from CT side as he dashed in, and that gave Demonic the first kill on that exit. And now they're heading into another eco round against full guns. 3 ults online and a potential Visal to potentially even the gunpowder on this next exec, but still, it seems like they're hitting their heads against a brick wall. The only round won so far for Spades, a bonus round.
Yeah, I will say, yeah, this defense team, TLP, they're doing a really good job of kind of standing their ground. They're not keeping a whole lot of map control, or not gaining a whole lot of map control, but they're keeping all the map control that they start with. You know, they have the mid, they have a deep line into B, and they have kind of a deep line into A main. So they're gaining a lot of info and allowing the rotates to kind of happen a little bit quicker here.
I mean, if map control isn't contested by the attacking team, there's no reason to really move around. So
yeah, you don't have to.
Spades needs to work something else because they're still kind of defaulting into their old habits of just defaulting mid and just like not doing anything really after that. It feels like they're playing with the harbor, but you know, 3 ults this round again, eco round though. But again, you know, TLP just aren't moving their defensive setup around. They're kind of just sticking to it, and hey, it hasn't failed them yet.
Yeah, 100%. That breach is going to come through. They're going to try to pressure this A main. It looks like they're watching out, but Slay, no one else is even peeking. I mean, that was just so rough. Slay able to get down, and Sunset able to find that first kill. Rikishi now trying to back up his teammate, and these are some good kills holding that A main fight, and they were ready for this pressure. I don't know how they read, because they haven't thrown that pressure since, I think, literally round 1. So that was really good heads-up play from Spades there. Misfail, however, in this Heaven. Ooh, he's gonna get Vice Thorned out, and this Vice ult can come through really, really soon here. As soon as the retake starts, oh, Carney dying to tip here though. Oh, the Vice ult is thrown. It's not gonna catch anyone, but it's gonna keep the time a little bit lower. Ooh, and what a nice shot from Snorlax there too. I mean, this is a 3v2 situation. Demonic and Misfell have to work up, and that Snorlax's util is amazing. Oh my god, playing this agent really, really well actually. I really like these weird trips he's throwing, and the use of the teleports. I mean, that's really, really impressive.
What Snorlax is doing, because he knows he has the Vise Wall as safety for his flank, and maybe even Ass for himself, as Ass is most likely going to play for that stuff for post plan. This allows him to use his trips in a more aggressive fashion, as you would see like a Chamber would use his trip for to like gain map control, but he's using it genuinely like as weaponizing it for these post plans. And now they only use Vise ult there, like I mentioned. Now they're heading into 2 ults on each side, a full gun round. But op on Ryuk, the flash is not gonna pop, I guess, but
Yeah,
I
mean, the info flash doesn't exist anymore, so I think they're waiting for the hit. Yeah, and that flash being kind of late is interesting, but it proves to be fruitful as the rest of these MVSK Spades players are grouping up into A main. Carney working his way through mid, and Ryuk is forced to. Oh my god, he got. He got 2 kills with the off. Snorlax finally able to find Misfell from behind, but Demonic with 2, and Rikishi. I mean, these players are these players are just stacked here. Carney able to get 1, able to get 2. Oh my god, a 1v2 situation. 87 HP. He kills Tippier here. It was so close. Oh my goodness, Carney, a very good player, and somebody you're gonna want to watch out for in the future.
This kid only just learned his times tables, but he's old enough to shoot a gun, and with precise accuracy, folks, because he's chopping off these heads like it's his job. But he was a little too close, a little too close for TLP, but that was getting scary though. He was getting headshot after headshot, but yeah, for some reason, I don't know, I guess neither team knows how this Vice Flash worked, because the defender side didn't want to break it, and the attackers just didn't get much info off of it. But hey, heading into the same round, same setup this round. Oh no, actually the op has been moved to mid this round.
And that's kind of a read. This is a really good read from TLP, actually. Oh, Carney. Oh my god. I mean, that kid is just ripping heads off, like you said. Misspell, though, finding a pick onto the entry fragger of D-Blue, and he's able to back up, too. This is really, really strong from TLP here. Carniflex in middle now. He's just going to be put on these lurks as these 3 players from Spades are kind of trying to do like a weird hit. Slay is left all alone in Heaven. He has to make a push somehow, and I think Carney, Carney knows that Tip has moved away, and he's gonna call Slay back to him. Oh, but is he gonna be able to look at? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Ooh, and Carney is looking in the right direction. That spam was missed, and that's unfortunate for Demonic's life. And this is now gonna be an A hit. Looks, and now they're walking back to B, and it looks like they give him. I just took a little bit too much time.
Yeah, Spades, you cannot plant the bomb mid, lads. Like it's, I don't know, for the amount of times I've seen this team like enter the last minute of their round in just mid, and now they're Sunset in a 1v3 situation. 2 ults on and 1v2 now though. 1v2.
Yeah,
2
I
ults
think
here that can potentially get him
Misspell
off
might
the bomb. Yeah.
just ult this plant.
Or just reach ult him off the map. I don't know. Take a poison.
Reach ult. Is he gonna be popped off the map?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, he's blind, he's stunned, it's 2 seconds left, and TLP are playing this very well. Wow. Good round. I mean, how much can you do if your Sunset gets a breach and a Soba, both the initiators? They have so much util to stall. That's going to be 6 rounds for TLP.
Yeah, and honestly, this op is getting a lot of value from Ryuk, getting good picks and honestly good pressure, forcing Mass to respect it. And yeah, like I said, these Mass defaults have all headed towards mid or A, and guess where Ryuk is always positioned, ready to intercept. But this time, they're looking to actually test the waters on B, where Tip has been waiting here with his full veto setup, and the setup has looked good so far. He's been getting good value and playing for a good retake, but it will be tested once again here.
Yeah, walking up B. Not making too much pressure in the mid either. And that's already going to call the Sova back. And these players are ready to rotate almost immediately. Tip here, bottom side, he's going to be able to find D-Blue. He's not cleared out quite properly. D-Blue opted to dash on top of sight. Demonic, though, already here, and all of these TLP players are already here. Tip here getting 3 in the round. This player is amazing for these side anchor kills. Rikishi also finding one of his own, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is a Snorlax flank if I've ever seen one. Not quite there for his team.
Yes. But as you can see, it's not very fruitful as it does get caught up by a miss. But yeah, this veto setup on B is proving to be almost too much for Math, because even though D-Blue can dive in, there's no util to support him. I don't know if you caught it, but that Sobadar to potentially scan out the guy lane is just gone. It just got vaporized immediately, and I don't know if Spades knows where this piece of util is, or they don't know whether or not to bait it out, because it's getting just so much value right now. But again, this another eco round for Spades. 2 ults still on run. They've had this Astral and Beetle for a long time now. Sobol now to join the mix as well.
Yeah, and the op has switched over to B. I think this is a really good read from Spades here. They're just gonna hold that jet aggro. Unfortunately, whoa. I think Ryuk might have been looking at his map there. That's pretty interesting.
Just to, like, figure out his status here, but,
yeah, trying to get into his mental, really.
Pick into the brain and see what's going on over there, but yeah, okay.
Oh, and Slay is stunned. I don't know.
Keep in mind here, folks, the bomb is down in B lobby, so not really sure. 1 minute now on the clock.
1 minute on the clock, and it looks like Spades is trying to run a fake. And they've pressured A quite well. Unfortunately,
I have no smoke, Super.
They have no smokes as Carney is dead, and Tipier is still site anchoring because they didn't pull quite enough. And they don't have the util, and they're all a little bit unorganized as Spades is. The double swing, though, is very strong, but there happen to be 400 people holding them, so they can't really do much.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this comp of Spades does not really have much exit power, but you just have to admit, they're just hitting the same problems over and over again. They're hitting the same sites the same exact way over and over again. It's just not working out, and now they're planning to just go towards the A side again, most likely. There's just... it seems Spades are running out of ideas, and honestly, TLP haven't really been challenged yet.
Yeah, they're only swapping their alt play around. Every other player has been sticking to the same... Oop. Actually looks like Breach is mid. That's actually kind of interesting to see Sova playing where he is. But, oh yeah, this dart from A main is going to give Ryuk a lot of extra op space. They wait out his dash, which is a good call, actually, from Spades. Oh, but he's not dead yet. That was done really well, though. This can mean a good speed up. D-Blue is already into the site. He's looking for Ryuk. The smokes haven't gone through yet, though. The timings of the utils are off, and that's going to mean D-Blue's dead, and now they can't hit this site anymore. And with Sunset stuck in A main, looks like they're opting to switch over, but that they did pull a lot of rotates over, and now Snorlax has kind of a little bit of a deep B line. Kari, though, in this mid, might be able to find one. He does find one. He finds 2. The wall's broken behind him. Oh, he almost swapped around. He got a shot off, but not on Miss Vale's head. But this will be one of the first, like, spike plants we've seen from Spades in quite a long time. And Slay backing up to play his ultimate. It's a 3v5. However, with a Breach and a Sova ult, this retake can be really good, but this veto ult here, prepared for the retake, can be really strong. Snorlax is not going to get seen by this dart. It's going to be super, super powerful. They have no idea where this veto can be playing. That's just so smart from Snorlax. Oh.
What?
And he's going to audibly TP behind him, and that's okay. Slay trying to get this ult to stall. Sometimes just find Ryuk. That's a really, really good kill. And he can kill the spike diffuser. Misspell on a 4K. The spike is tapped. He's trying to tap it. Slay playing this really well. He has to stick the spike, and Slay, with a good spray, is going to find Spades their 3rd round.
You know, it doesn't matter if it's good Valorant or bad Valorant, but it is entertaining Valorant, and that is all that matters here, folks. As we head to the 3rd round, the 3rd round of Spades on the board, the last round of this half here. You know, plenty of questionable decisions there, plenty of nail-biting instances there, but hey, you know, round 1 for Spades, and now they're heading into this last round with 2 ults against 5 here, Super.
Yeah, and these, I mean, wait, 5. 4.
Yeah,
2
4,
ults against 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so discombobulated by the last round. Yeah.
Ooh, Sunset on this lurk. Oh my god, there's a flash, Adar. I mean, if Sunset doesn't die here,
Okay.
I mean, the Jet Devs are gone, but Sunset is dead. Snorlax, though, finding a pick. He's taking matters into his own hands. Demonic trying to play this B Heaven area. They don't really have the mid control anymore, though. And finally, Spades are learning how to play this map a little bit better. Ooh, and that dart, too. It's very, very strong. Carney doesn't have a second smoke for CT. So D-Blue's going to have to hold it with his body, and that's going to be really scary. Leaving D-Blue all alone, Rikishi able to just take him out just like that. I mean, goodbye D-Blue. Snorlax trying to jump across. he's blind now. The Hunter's Fury is going to be able to come through, and he's not moving too much. Rikishi with a 3rd kill on the round, and that breach ult is up. You got me. 5 ults. Carney with the stun, though. He's able to find 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, 4 in the round. Carney with a beautiful stun and kills. That's going to bring them to 4 on the half.
Get this kid a Student of the Month award and a lollipop. This kid is shooting way above his years. A 4K for Carney and a 1v3 to seal that half, albeit a weaker half from Spades, but now they're heading into a defense half with 2 strong Sentinels, and I don't know, you know, it may be 4 rounds between them, but it all starts with this pistol here, Super.
Yeah, and Spades have actually been really good for pistols. They won both pistols on Haven. They didn't win the first pistol here, but they usually, actually, I don't know. I mean, they've only won 2 pistols, but they're 2 for 1 or 2 for 3 right now. So we're looking strong. Snorlax on site with a shorty against a breach and a Sova. That's a little bit interesting, but he has the TPs to get out.
Keep in mind, they are hitting into a Veto site with a Veto interceptor right above their heads, but it looks like a contact setup here. The Trip's gonna catch 1, but no movement from Snorlax as he buys his time, waiting for someone to walk up danger. But the flank is already coming.
Spades have taken so much mid. Oh my god, Misspell is the best, I guess, right now. But anyway, Spades took so much mid control. That's so many players down, excuse me. Snorlax, though, with a shorty in heaven.
Yeah, 2v2 scenario. Yeah.
It might be a 1v2. Snorlax is just gonna jump out with the. Oh my god. He found 1, and Misspell is also dead. That was a beautiful round, I guess. Snorlax with a really good play with that shorty. I mean, honestly, he expected a player there, and he was rewarded for that expectation. So that is going to be the pistol round for Spades. They're now 3 out of 4 in the series. They're looking really, really strong on pistols.
Yeah, staring down his victim, jumps out of heaven, and Shorty's a man default, but, well, not even default, Shorty's man right under heaven, but yeah. A pistol round for Spades, and we know how good they've been with pistols. They've won 3 out of the 4 pistols this series thus far, and now they're gonna need that pistol if they want to bring something out of this map back into a 1-1 over the course of the series. But yeah, like I said, a double Sentinel setup, and they just hit 1 Sentinel now. They hit Snorlax, and it seemed to be a failure as they head into this eco run.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I mean, hitting a Vice site, this is actually a pretty interesting Vice wall on the A site. It allows them to take a lot of early space. Ooh, but the flash on the thorns are destroyed. Snorlax, your Sunset's just being walked up on. He's able to activate those thorns as Rikishi isn't opting. Oh my god. Team Ace? Wow. Flawless. I mean, that was really, really quick. Thank you. They decided to lurk on Eco and kind of got really punished for it. That was a rough misplay, I think, from TLP, but it's all good. That's how the cookie crumbles, as they say. And now we're on to their gun round.
Yeah, TLP kind of have to pick their poison. Either hit the site of Snorlax, who buys shorties on Piston, or pick the site of Sunset, who has a full setup on A. It seems mid would be their best friend here, but we all know how good Mask has been at dealing with mid on attack, so they probably know their plays here. But yeah, we're heading into basically the same setup here, but a stack on B.
Yeah, and a very... Ooh, wow, they're just rushing down for this eco round. And they're not quite clearing this. And Tipier Masters is playing his time well. Ooh, he gets 2. That's a huge 2 to have. Only with the... What?
Okay.
What?
Oh.
What?
Whoever does the clips for this tournament, don't even clip that. Like, he got 2 with the Spectre by hitting them in the kidney and a Molly kill. Okay, so it's like good 3K nonetheless. But there he goes. Now it's a 1v2. Demonic has a chance here.
What? I'm so sorry. That was around. That was around. I love that new Reaver knife. It's low-key so aura. I wish I had more money.
Yeah, I'm lucky. Hopefully we get
Oh,
paid for
lucky.
this, vigorous and
Yeah.
exhilarating cast.
Exhilarating cuts. MVSK Slay. Ooh, they think he's up mid. It's actually a good call. They're gonna play in spawn. They're gonna wait for this post play to happen. Because they think they can win the 2v1 retake, which is a good thing to think. I think they can too.
As always, dealing with an Astra on the post lane is always going to have that layer of nuance to it, but Slay's gonna join the site, checking every nook and cranny, but can't find Demonic. Demonic is gonna swing out, try and chop off one's head, but just doesn't get the shot off. Smoke is a little wide, but and the dart is gonna scan him.
Ooh, the dart does scan him. He's gonna get stunned back. So, oh my god, he dodges the stun, is able to find Slay. Carney now has to jump down at some point, but Demonic might be looking the wrong way. Yeah, that's a good play from Carney, just taking his time, playing very patient there. And now it's gonna be 8-7, and Spades are crawling the way back up.
And the angle is so unfortunate for Demonic, as he can see, well, Carney could see Demonic, Demonic could barely see Carney, and could not get a clear shot on him at all, and yeah. But now, a timeout being called by the winning side of TLP. Oh, sorry, not the winning side, the losing side of TLP. But yeah, 3 rounds in a row for Spades, and Tipier is gonna, Tipier is gonna call a timeout to try and bring this back in his favor. We saw how good his timeout was on Haven, and how it led to eventually the round winning momentum, but now we're going to stare into Breach's cheeks, and now riveting
observing
from
oh, hello, hello.
Looking into like the innings of Aster here. No,
Aster's got
guys looking back.
Yeah, honestly. There's one big forehead right there. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. Vice. I mean, that's a robot.
Now, I've gotten accusations of being an op of D-Blue, but we have to bring to attention he is on Pie Watch here. But the op is, speaking of ops, the op is the weapon of choice for him in this round coming out of this timeout. But yeah, and we know how strong his defense op can be, I think. But, we're about to find out.
Yeah, his defense op on a Haven got 1 kill, so that's something. That's something.
A kill is a kill, you know?
A kill is a kill. And while they did ultimately lose the round, maybe if he gets 2 kills on this defense half, they win. So, I mean, it can be that 1 kill. This Tipier is going to lurk up through this A main, and looks like the rest of TLP are taking mid.
Yeah, you know, it's taking something straight out of Spades' book.
Whoa!
Demonic gets his head chopped off, and
oh
now
my
he's
god.
head into his... He haven't spoken. Odin's suppressive fire.
Right, you had to recalibrate there after dashing. Took a second, but he is on site, and Sunset is taken down by Misfell. This is TLP's eco round. Ooh, and Carney find Rikishi looking the wrong way. D-Blue retaking with this ult, but I don't think it matters too much. It is a 3v5. If they can take down D-Blue, Carney still might be able to back him up. He's been such a shooter this map, and yeah, D-Blue is found with that bandit. Ooh, but Carney with the 3rd, and Snorlax with that judge. Ooh, the trades are coming through. It's up. It's a 2v1. They're going to wait for the smoke to come through. That's a good play from Spades. They're taking their time. He knows he has to stick. He made a step, though. Oh, and Slay is spinning. The time is almost over, and Carney with the 4K. Tipier taking just a little bit too long. I don't know why he doesn't think in a 2v1 they aren't sticking in smoke, but that's okay, as TLP and Spades are now tied.
need Carney to drop out of primary school and pursue this game full time because the kid is 20 and 12. Basically dragging Spades, kicking and screaming through this round. And yeah, 8-8 now, tied up again. The same scoreline we saw at Haven on one point. And yeah, huge momentum in favor of Spades. But, you know, we saw them 5-0 up last match. So if it goes to 5-0 up again on this half, you know, we never know what can happen in this match between these two.
Yeah, the dart is coming through. It's not quite going to scan anyone. Oh, but D-Blue and Snorlax are ready for it anyways. Oh my god, some beautiful kills, and Carney with one of his own. TLP are falling apart here, and Spades are taking so much map control and leaving it open still anyways, but that's okay because they have so many players to play this retake.
Yeah, 5v2, not much for TLP to really work with. I mean, there's still a chance here. Oh, they got one. D-Blue is dangerously low, and Snorlax's arm is peeking through, but they still played safe. 2v4. Rikishi, oh, okay. Snorlax has TP'd onto the site, and now is getting active. He is on the site. He is now in main. He dies for Rikishi, now it's a 2v4.
Ooh, Rikishi in the 1v3 situation, or Demonic in the 1v... Damn, I didn't even get to say anything. Yeah. No one's quite taking the time. I mean, it is going really fast. These rounds are just, I mean, they're zooming by. I think Spades are taking a lot of early map control, and that's proved to be very, very strong.
Yeah, Snorlax teleports more than an Enderman in the rain, but you know, it might get his team a bit of a distraction for them to flood onto the site. But yeah, here we are. 9-8 for the favor of Spades. 5 rounds in a row, 4 retake rounds. It just seems like shades of Haven again, but hopefully this momentum does keep it up, because if not, we're going to head to a 2-0 and their first loss in this tournament so far. But otherwise, we're heading to map 3 with Bs. But hey, map's not over yet. 4 ults on both sides here, as it looks like we're heading for a B-site clash.
Yeah, Haven being really close, and now with Spades map pick, I feel like it could be it's going to continue to be this really close game as TLP are all walking up through B main. This Astral is going to come through, but D-Blue with a huge kill onto Ryuk early. He is giving this team no respect at all, and it's paying off. The Interceptor being active. The judge is so close. Rikishi is being... Oh my god.
Oh, he's revealed himself.
Oh, he's revealed himself and walked into the smoke. Misvale and Demonic finding 2. That's rough from Spades. Carney, he's done it before. Into the breach of Vito and a Sova. I don't know if he can, but this Astral he has can be very, very strong. The Vice Ult's gonna come through. It's only gonna catch the breach, and the breach is gonna ult off of that. There's gonna be some time trades. It looks like Spades is taking really, really long. This is gonna be the Astral to come through. Oh, and Slay getting a nice pick. Rikishi left alone on site, but Sola still has this ultimate. They have to tap the spike immediately and kill Rikishi. And the aftershock, the time is just taking so long. I don't know if Spades have the time. The tap is gonna come through. And
oh my
the
god.
Fury has popped a little bit too late, but the low player's on, and it looks like he's gonna be able to get the next kill. Sunset on the spike. I don't know how much time there's quite left, and it's done. 0.05 seconds left, and that's a huge clutch round from Misvale.
Every possible ult you could have seen committed by the players that were alive were committed, and 0.05 seconds is what separated the two teams from getting that round. But yeah, it's tied up again. The first round on the attacker half for TLP. They've broken the momentum, and call it deja vu, Super, but I think I've seen this before.
Yeah, 9-9. I mean, it was tied 8-8 after a dominant start from Spades attack half on Haven, their second half, and now it's starting to look very, very similar. Spades, though, trying to keep themselves alive. They don't want to repeat the mistakes they made on Haven. They don't quite have that map control. They're changing the tempo a bit. They're not rushing as fast. And that first smoke from Carney is going to come through. It's going to give them a little bit of time. Sunset left alone to anchor here on site. He has not been doing so... no, he has. It's just been mostly Carney, honestly. Ooh, but Tipier... Ooh, that's a really good play from that Vito. He's getting that Vice Wall out early. That's a really deep Vice Wall to be getting. And the Arc Rose is gone. Just these 2 Thorns for Stall. Sunset has to pop him soon if he wants to make him work. he is going to be able to pop him. So now the dash, the fake dash from the Jet is going to alert these players. Look at the breach. Worked all the way up on a P. Oh my god. Rikishi all the way on site. The interceptor isn't activated, but the trap was. Deep Blue now is trying to find some space. The timing is so close, and Misfail is going to find Deep Blue. Snorlax with that judge. I don't know how much he's going to be able to do. He has the 2 TPs on site. We've seen him do the TP plays before, and with this Hunter's Fury out, it looks like he is going to TP, and Rikishi doesn't hear it, and he's going to be taken out. That's Snorlax with 2 kills from the TP. He's going to hit the ultimate in a little bit of an overheat moment, but that's okay. Misfail able to find his 3rd of the round, but Sunset with that quick trade. It's Tippier. In the last round, he has the interceptor available, but the shots are not there, and Slade's going to find the last kill. What a round from Snorlax, and what a round from Spades.
You know, I thought initially when I saw that TP from Snorlax, I was like, what is this guy doing? But then I finally realized what this guy was doing. This guy jumped off the box, got 2 with the judge, and essentially he's just a human Sova drone that shoots back. He shoots back and he gets his team on the site, getting so much info, getting info on the player main, the player danger, and allows his team to flood out onto the site out of heaven. It's actually great work from Snorlax. I can't even criticize him for that. But yeah, 3-3 game for Spades here, 10-9 in their favor, but an eco round for TLP. This could be finally the round where Spades pull through.
Yeah, the TPs are set up, and now Snorlax got a Phantom. He doesn't have that kind of signature judge he's been using for a lot of this defense half, but Slay and D-Blue walking down mid, not quite swinging things together. D-Blue trying to get that early pick. Their TLP is on an eco round, so I think D-Blue is very confident to take these fights. Ooh.
Thinking about it.
Thinking about it? He's not gonna yeah. Oh, but Timmy here from behind is gonna find a very nice kill, and Carney is gonna get that trade. But look at Ryuk on the A main is gonna hear this very close Viper wall. It looks like Sunset has shifted where the Viper wall is gonna be. Actually, I should have noted that earlier. I watched it happen. But they know it's here, and the first thorn is going to get popped.
Pardon my fellow caster, we do not have.
Yeah, we don't have a Viper wall, and also the Vice wall was already swung. So, I mean, like, I don't know. It's a giveaway for me. I haven't played this game in a few months.
I'm just trying to comprehend, like,
trying to comprehend anything.
Just like discombobulates even the strongest minds. You know what I mean?
Even the strongest mind. Oh, but it looks like TLP is gonna be able to hit this site as Demonic is through, and he's. Oh my God, Carney with a 3K. That's a very good aggressive interceptor being used. And Sunset with that kill, 13 seconds of the round. Ryuk is gonna go save his sheriff and run away. Or maybe jump off the map.
Thinking about it. And
yeah,
there we go.
And there we go. Yeah, not gonna give that alt orb to that enemy. Oh my God! And it doesn't matter anyway. Slay's gonna get that alt orb, and he will take that. And he will take that.
You know, if I'm playing this tournament, I'm telling every single team to play Sova on every map, even split, even bind. I don't care, because by God, no one in this tournament breaks Sova darts. So if you want free ante, play Sova, because you will get a scan. You will get a scan.
No one's breaking the Sova dart. We have a veto with an interceptor. And
but my team is still going with it.
And the Sova dart is still scanning people.
I don't know, man. Like, I guess, yeah, nerf this alien, because even though, well, we actually do have a disconnect. Oh, speaking of Sovas, we have lost the Sova of TLP, so I'm assuming we're heading into a P10 very soon. But hey, the round is still going, the clock is ticking, and no one's really moving because the default has been paused momentarily by the Sova's DC. But hey, Ryuk is inching up, contesting the enemy Sova.
Ooh. Sova, MVSK has to save his dart. That's a pivotal util in the round. He's actually Carney's gonna smoke top mid. He's gonna hold for this Ryuk push, but Ryuk isn't quite making it out. He's actually moving up into top mid, and Carney's playing. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my goodness!
Well, this is a little awkward because it's a 1v4 because Misfail has unfortunately left us. But
yeah, rip Misfail. 26 to 2026.
Yeah. Well, it looks like, at least as of right now, it's gonna be match point for Spades as Snorlax TPs onto the site again and dies for it. But Hey, we
That's
could see
okay.
some heroics from Tip here, as you know he was pretty strong map 1. Let's see if he can save his team from certain doom here.
They know he's CP'd into the main, and it's not even planted for the main, and unfortunately, oh, Misspell's back!
He's back.
Unfortunately,
late,
he will be able to save his gun, I think, actually. Hello.
We had a DC as a call, but you know.
We had a DC, it's unfortunate.
No
the
P10
round.
called. Rhodes has spoken, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, that round's gonna count. No rollback, no nothing. It was last second. No, there was a pretty few amount of seconds going past, but you know, it's fine. 9-12, match point for Spades here. And it looks like a bit of a weaker buy for TLP.
Yeah, TLP putting everything they can to try to keep them alive in this match and hopefully try to win this series. But it does look like we're starting to head towards a map 3. And a map 3 on Breeze, I mean,
I cannot wait.
that is gonna be so much fun. The 2 jet, whoa. We're sitting out in the open, and Rikishi's found a kill, and Sunset's really low. But Kari and Deep Blue have something to say about that in mid. I mean, oh my god, that was
Yeah.
I mean, that was something that happened. Tip here, trying to get this lurk up. But it looks like they're actually rotating over to B. Spades are making the right call here. They're stacking towards the right side, and Carney's just juggernauting down mid. 29 and 15. An incredible player this map. And Ryuk left all alone in a 1v3, trying to keep his team alive. He doesn't want to go to Breeze. Maybe he does. He's a jet player. Oh, but D-Blue making an interesting play with the smoke in the dash there, but Sunset is looking quickly behind, and Snorlax left on site. He's not going to get spotted, and this could be really, really bad for Ryuk if he doesn't clear all of his corners. We have a tendency for jet players to do that, and we're getting a really weird angle of this, and Snorlax is going to win the second map, and that's going to be 1-1. Snorlax winning out Abyss. That is Spades map pick. We'll be right back for Breeze. Don't go anywhere.
Good at attacking these as oh my god, nice shot by Soulhaber with the triple kill! What a kill! Aimbot, what the hell was that? Overdrive is popped as Sparky's will on site. Rolling Thunder is used to try and stop them out, and the return will come too. Sosu finds a trade with Capsy. Coupled or low inside Confide with a double kill, triple kill for Confide! This KJ flipping the odds as Tyler C is alone and afraid. Confide with a quadra.
Timmy Fish working his way up. I mean, that's just incredible. He's going to be able to find Deep Blue. He's going to be able to find Sunset. This is a player we've talked about before. Yeah, and this is a good smoke placement. He's able to play close. He's not going to get blinded by this. Snorlax is going to run through. He's not going to find that pick immediately, but Timmy Fish will.
Look at this flank from closely.
Oh, Fossey on the flank gets 1, probably gonna get 2. Might even get an ace, honestly, here with it. He gets the 4K, unable to get the ace. Jiggly cleans it up. Cookies was able to kill Fossey, but I mean, Fossey got 4. The round's pretty much over from there.
They play it. They do have the worst weaponry, but these stingers can work really well up close. Just have to find one. We'll find a quadra kill through the box. Didn't even know that was happening. Confide will finish it off and clip that, ladies and gentlemen. It's 6-5. The trades are looking good as Karina could potentially find another. Won't find just yet. Timmy Fish with the triple kill. It's all left to this solo Yoro Pregnant Hippo. Can you find one? Will finds the second. What a double kill for Pregnant Hippo. Can you find the next? Is it Void is sticking for now. Doesn't know where Pregnant Hippo is. Can you clutch out the round? Oh, won't find the kill just yet. But with the right click, what a clutch from Pregnant Hippo. It's a 1v3 to secure the first round for Tacti Bears.
He's on the seaside, so that will create some stall. However, place is completely walled off. A Bushy takes out Pyroson.
What they worship, and it is what they will continue to go to. As look at this, 4 players in Waterfall. They're looking to attack. But
Bushy gets 3, gets 4. He's on his way to an ace. He's gonna keep Boba single-handedly alive in this game as Zom takes him down. Now the rest of Boba gotta lock in and kill this one poor player of Zom in Waterfall. Nova's gonna do some skin shopping here, trying to find Zom and take him down.
Okay, Wipebuff just finds Slay, and I was going to say that Slay, after that, using the Nightfall last round, is already halfway back to it. Fuzzy Nanak is able to find a quick relief of finding another player, but Wife Buff just pushes through. The pure ego coming through, not using any utility. Clone comes through, finds a fourth, and he is on for the ace, as all it will take is to find Snorlax, who is just going to get spotted out in mid. The one tap coming through.
Retake is just too clean. It's all up to Hapsy. He gets two.
Oh my god!
He gets an ace. Oh my goodness, Hapsy.
What a round from Hapsy! One of the craziest aim sprees I just saw!
Instantly.
Yeah.
Oh my god, triple kill for Cookers! That just happened, alright. Saltlamer will find one, but this round is no longer looking for...
Is able to drop, dodges a flash. Will find one. And it looks like it's all up to Saltlamer here to take Vortex into match point, and I don't know if he knows. And he does, but what
Oh my god!
oh my god!
And Snorlax gets one.
Run,
His
Snorlax!
frenzy is good. I think Saltlamer wants this.
The bomb is down too. I mean, they know there's only two positions Snorlax can realistically be here, and they're going to cover both of them. The question is, can Snorlax clutch this out? So Saltlamer's actually pushing up against the frenzy. This could hurt, and knows where.
No! Oh, the ace was so close. He's too greedy. Way too greedy. Snorlax's frenzy is insane. Oh my god, the headshot. He gets the clutch. Smoke comes through that's going to allow Honda to walk through, and Hapsy working the way behind B. Honda has used that space well as Howie finds on Zoe on the B side, has time to plan. This could be the clutch of all time. 5, 4, the time isn't there.
Oh!
No, the 4K clutch will tie up Lotus. Has the time, they're all looking away. He spots all the players. He finds two. Malagry with such low HP. The annihilation happens, and it's not connected. Malagry is going to run all the way to the B site.
Dream Fury has to clear every single angle, and it's going to be an early fight here. Malagry might not be ready for this.
I don't think he is either. He spots the gun, and Malagry's not looking the right way. It's going to be overtime.
But it looks like things have slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see how they actually do end up playing this. They're just trying to find any positioning. It looks like they're going through Garage, and they will find Chosen One as they're going to continue the aggression shoots. You're playing this fight, and they will get the trade anyway. It's going to be a 3 versus 3 advantage still towards Aura Farmers as they're able to find bananas as well. But you have to be careful here. Ooh, Soymik almost with the wisp, but Strew Bussy will get the trade. It's all left to Greedy. The only person left was Zero Deaths. Can't find the pick. Get taken down. Greedy with a 4K and will hurt all the souls of Aura Farmers.
He's not going to get spotted. Wazowski
Oh!
is going to find 2 in the round. Slay gets 2. Maybe a misstep from Tactibears, but it's all onto Honda to be able to stop this defuse. Scan comes through. Bomb is tapped. Slay is watching for Honda, and he swings, and Slay is able to find it. Spades tie it up off of such heroics.
He's dead. It's a free flank from Hapsy. The trades are coming through from on site.
But Zex is getting all the other kills.
Yeah.
Rolling
The
Thunder
Warrior comes
hits
through.
2.
It's gonna stop the defuse, and it's gonna hit both of them. Hapsy is not enough, and the kill comes through from the blast pack. The defuse goes through, and that is the win for Appa.
But Novaz and Bush are going to try to do it anyway.
Oh, the
big
shots
damage.
are. They know they're in there. Soy Milk ready for these players. He's not gonna find any as Bushy flicks right onto his head. Clay's in the heaven, spots a player long. Pyrosit is gonna stop him from peeking as Zinni takes down Bushy. Clay's peeking out of heaven, is not able to claim Pyrosit, and it's all up to Novaz in a 1v1 situation.
Oh, no.
Can he find some? There's no more ammo. He reloads and gets the triple kill to secure the pistol round for Boba. Clean up the round, trading him out. Swifty and... Oh my god, Swifty gets 2. Clays gets 1.
Swifty
It's a
alone.
1v2. Swifty all alone. Can he win this clutch? It is his round to win. It is their gun round. He tries to peek as Clays has this outlaw trade. Bushy's getting his squad there as Swifty gets all 4 kills.
ISO is definitely going to go through this, right? Like, there's no way. Oh, Thrash will come through. Will not spot them.
Oh my god. I think he knows they're in safety still. Oh my god! What is happening?
Well, they know where both of them are now, and they're...
But Spades, once again, take the C site, have
this
very
judge.
enrooted positions, and Nanook just runs through, takes down Salty, and there goes the Outlaw, folks. And he gets 3 with the judge. Oh my goodness, it's almost an ace! Hondon has to shut him down, and he'll take a Bulldog for himself. But that's 4 in the round. It's just Raps. They're going to run him down. Hondon not going to able to find any value.
With the better guns, as Boba pushed through, Jigglytofu finds one as Zinni gets the trade. Novads is going to be taking down the swings, aren't quite in time, as Clays blinds all of them, finding Pyros in. It's a 3v3 situation right now, as Zinni finds his 3rd. Zinni finds his 4th, and he's on his way to ace in this round.
I mean, Zinni is just going crazy in this game, and Zinni might be able to find the ace.
Zinni going through the smoke here. He's behind Bushy. Bushy, they've timing each other. And Zinni's gonna get the ace.
That fault point. And aggressive cookies goes down. Moha finds 3 huge picks by this Phoenix. And that is so big for Boba to get back into this. Can Koopa Troopa find anything as this Phoenix goes nuclear? Poking and prodding positions. Deep Blue just going straight on site. We'll get 1, but we'll get taken down as all the fights are going to be tied up for the current moment. A lot of damage done. Abby looking for more, but Reaper going absolutely crazy. 1 HP now on a few members, but Reaper has a triple kill. Looking for even more as Howie in the smoke. Can you find anything? Finds 1. Time running out. Finds another. Looking for...
Hello and welcome back to Mask Madness Season 4. This is map 3 of MVSK Spades and TLP, the Loneliest Poets. We are on map of Breeze. We had the Loneliest Poets winning their map pick of Haven and Spades winning their map pick of Abyss to both kind of pretty close games. And now we have Breeze, a map that we've been seeing so much in VCT, more EMEA, but honestly, just all the VCT players are playing this. I'm super excited it's back. I think everyone's kind of excited it's back, even if people don't like the map as much. It's just interesting, it's new, it's fresh. It hasn't been in the map pool in so long, so I'm really excited to see this. How about you, Scorsese?
Oh, I am stoked. We had a bit of a controversial last map. You know, there was a DC towards the ending rounds there, which gave Spades a win, and they eventually won that map. But now it's winner take all here on Breeze, as we're seeing, if my eyes don't deceive me, a Clove, Carniflex on Clove on Breeze. And considering how he just popped off on Astra the last map, this could be dangerous for TLP. But over on the other side, we have the solo Viper with a Waylay and a Neon, 2 dives. And this could be a fantastic matchup between the two here.
100%. I'm really liking the comms. I am very interested to see Solo Viper. I think Solo Viper, I think maybe you just touched on that. I think Solo Viper's interesting. I also am seeing a Vice.
You know, I'm not really sure.
I mean, like, there's like decisions being made, and the meta can be shifted. You don't have to do what Tier 1 pros do. Even if there are a lot of options, you can do whatever you want to do, even if it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, it breaks my heart to see no Yoru, no Astra on either team here.
Yeah.
Those are like my 2 favorite picks for this map, but have a fun, good luck time, as the comm said by Steph, the coach of Spades. As you know, I'm having fun, I'm having a good time, but luck is not really in the favor of many of these teams. But you know, they're battling it out, they're duking it out on these sites and these retakes and these execs, and you know, we're definitely seeing some fireworks happen. Whether or not they're good fireworks or bad fireworks, that is up to you as a viewer to decide. But as we head into this pistol round, we have TLP on the defense side, Spades on attack. So here we go into this round. It looks like a full-on B exec for Spades here, as they're not slowing down. They use the orb to... Oh, I'm sorry, they didn't use any orb. They use full close smokes to take this site, and we're heading into the fastest post plan I've seen so far.
Whoa! Both clove smokes and the Viper wall, all in the same spot. This is going to be a full 5v4 retake. Spades already down a player. Ooh, and down a second. That's 3 players left for Spades, but Carney is alive, and he's been able to do so much. Ooh, that was some whiffing going on. Snorlax isn't able to do anything either. And that, I mean, some rough post-plant positions being played there. No one really playing off each other. Oh my god. Excuse me. And that's going to be the pistol round for TLP.
Yeah, I vividly remember a call I made last time I was casting Spades on Icebox, where I said they were killing the enemy with lung cancer with the amount of smokes on the site, and I can say the same here, as we have both close smokes committed, a Viper wall, and just no chance of recycling either one of those smokes, as both of them were expiring at the same time, and that allowed TLP to flood onto the site with such ease. And yeah, they're gonna have to work. Spades are gonna have to work on that for their postmans if they want any chance of getting back in this game, as they have plenty of good dive agents, both a Waylay and a Neon on this retake, and it looks like both of those agents are going to contest Spades on this A main here.
Yeah, Tip here getting very, very aggressive with this judge. We've seen him do that as the Jet with the off. Ooh, he gets out of there pretty. Oh my God, Carney. Oh, something happened to mid. I wasn't paying attention to my minimap too much, and that is unfortunately a death for Carney. Really, fortunately, 2 kills for Rikishi. Tip here. Not able to get much in Sunset. From backside with the Bandit, the new gun is able to get 1. These post-play trades have to go really well. They have to play together. Slay playing behind that box. There's no... Oh, Clove was dead close, so he can cycle 1 smoke in, but I think they're really aware of Slay's positioning. Spam through the box, it doesn't quite find anything, but I think Rikishi is not going to clear that. And Slay has seen the player move, but Demonic killing Deebly there. Slay finding 1, but Demonic finding those 2 there might be all that you need. And Slay with a no-scope on the Outlaw and making no noise. He's rotating. Demonic isn't aware of his position, and Slay taking his time so well. He finally is sticking the defuse. He gets the half, and he's going to pop off, but I think there's just enough time. I think Slay played that well, and he did. Oh my God. Slay with a beautiful Outlaw kill and a well-played time on that bomb. It's a great post-plant from Slay and a beautiful clutch.
Spades of simple from CS as the IGL of Spades hits a no-scope and in 1v3, well, doesn't get the 3rd kill, but hits a 1v3 clutch to get the eco round. To get the eco round in favor of Spades, and now it's 1-1, the first eco round loss we've had throughout this entire series, and pistol rounds, I guess, don't matter as much as we're emphasizing them out to be, but yeah, we're heading into a gun round for Spades now against 5 pistols, 4 pistols, and a bandit.
Yeah. Looks like TLP might be some Sen fanboys because they're throwing the same wall, which is a pretty interesting wall in my opinion. We'll talk about that later. Demonic finding a nice kill, left with 30 HP, but that's a good kill to have on the eco round. As Spades are going to want to keep all the guns that they have. Sunset lurking through mid. He's kind of not really lurking. He's just holding CT. He's waiting for these rotates to happen through mid, but unfortunately they've already happened. Oh my God, Rikishi finding D-Blue. That's a nice kill though from Slay. The trade is well found, and Sunset's positioning is very, very strong to stop that lurk.
Demonic is slithering backside alongside Miss Vale, as no one's really paying too much attention to backside. This Sova could possibly just be killed here. Yes, it's a 2v2 now.
Oh, this is getting a little bit closer. I don't think there's a Viper Orb, and Demonic is so weak. Sunset's able to find that first one, and Miss Vale with just a classic. I don't know how much you can do against these 2 juggernauts of Spades. Oh my God, he found 1, and there's still kind of a lot of time left. Oh, but Sunset is playing this really, really well. Yep, he's gonna swing on that stick, and there just wasn't enough time for Miss Vale anyways. We're gonna get another P10 from the side of TLP, but that is a good round from Spades to win.
We're heading into another tech pause here. Unknown for what the issue is, but we'll let you guys know as soon as we figure that out. But yeah, you know, one Sova can clutch, but another Sova can't. But instead of boring you guys with random yap and early on to this half about meaningless nonsense, we're gonna head right to the break here until we figure out what's going on as far as the tech issues go. We will be right back.
Good at attacking these as oh my God, nice shot by Soulhaber with the triple kill. What a kill! Aimbot, what the hell was that? Overdrive is popped as Sparky's will on site. Rolling Thunder is used to try and stop them out, and the return will come too. Sosu finds a trade with Tapsy. Coupled or lone side Confide with a double kill, triple kill for Confide. This KJ flipping the odds as Tyler C is alone and afraid. Confide with a quadra.
Timmy Fish working his way up. I mean, that's just incredible. He's going to be able to find people. He's going to be able to find Sunset. This is the player we've talked about before. Yeah, and this is a good smoke placement. He's able to play close. He's not going to get blinded by this. Snorlax is going to run through. He's not going to find that pick immediately, but Timmy Fish will.
Look at this flank from Fossey.
Oh, Fossey on the flank gets one. Probably going to get two. Might even get an ace, honestly, here with it. He gets the 4K. Unable to get the ace. Jiggly cleans it up. Cookies was able to kill Fossey, but I mean, Fossey got 4. The round's pretty much over from there.
They play it. They do have the worst weaponry, but these stingers can work really well up close. This has to find one. Will find a quadra kill through the box. Didn't even know that was happening. Confide will finish it off and clip that, ladies and gentlemen. It's 6-5. The trades are looking good as Karina could potentially find another. Won't find just yet. It's Timmy Fish with the triple kill. It's all left to this solo Yoro Pregnant Hippo. Can you find one? Will finds the second. What a double kill for Pregnant Hippo. Can you find the next? Is it Void is sticking for now. Doesn't know where Pregnant Hippo is. Can you clutch out the round? Oh, won't find the kill just yet. But with the right click, what a clutch from Pregnant Hippo. It's a 1v3 to secure the first round for Tacti Bears.
He's on the seaside, so that will create some stall. However, Place is completely walled off. A Bushy takes out Pyroson.
What they worship, and it is what they will continue to go to. As look at this, 4 players in Waterfall. They're looking to attack. But Bushy
gets 3, gets 4. He's on his way to an ace. He's gonna keep Boba single-handedly alive in this game as Zom takes him down. Now the rest of Boba gotta lock in and kill this one poor player of Zom in Waterfall. Nova's gonna do some skin shopping here, trying to find Zom and take him down.
Okay, Wife Buff just finds Slay, and I was going to say that Slay, after that, using the Nightfall last round, is already halfway back to it. Fuzzy Nanook is able to find a quick relief of finding another player, but Wife Buff just pushes through. The pure ego coming through, not using any utility. Clone comes through, finds a 4th, and he is on for the ace, as all it will take is to find Snorlax, who is just going to get spotted out in mid. The 1-tap coming through.
Retake is just too clean. It's all up to Hapsy. He gets 2.
Oh my god!
He gets an ace! Oh my goodness, Hapsy!
What a round from Hapsy! One of the craziest aim sprees I just saw!
Instantly. Oh my god, triple kill for Cookers!
All right, welcome back. We're out of that tech pause and going right back into this game. It's 1-2, and this is a full gun round for both teams, with MVSK Spades having a little bit better eco, but both teams kind of having low eco. So if they want to continue anything or gain an advantage on this map at all, they're gonna have to win this round. It's very, very pivotal. As Tip here moving into the site alone, or mid alone, but Rikishi and Ryuk spotted. I don't know if Tip here was found. Rikishi, oh my god, Deepu is on top. That was a choice. And Ryuk is fighting Snorlax in an elbow, and Mistveil is also dead, but Carney finally able to get 1 kill. That was a good kill from Carney in the mid. It was a good trade. They're kind of leaving the 8 side open. I'm surprised, Mistveil, yeah, working back. Without that Viper, they are going to have to move a little bit closer. Dodging that saturate well there, but Timp here might just want to push out here. They're making a lot of noise walking to site. Slay getting a nice kill on that double swing. Mistveil, though, on alert. I don't think Carney and Slay are ready. And no, they are not. Slay is doing something this map, looking like Caillou. And the IGL with the clutches, but Ryuk finally able to take him out. And this is a very pivotal round for TLP to win.
Yeah, every time I see Slay alive on this A side, I never call him out because you know anything can happen. You know, this kid's using no scopes for no reason, so like you never know. But yeah, no, it is 2-2 tied up again between these two nearly evenly matched teams. But yeah, we're heading into the first eco round, or not the first, but an eco round for Spades here. As they approach this attack, they're looking a bit more towards mid, potentially an A split here, as we know how much teams like doing that on Breeze. But yeah. Not sure how well their comp is good at doing them, because they're not really working with much firepower here as far as like exec power goes, but well, they're going to attempt it here.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing kind of a mid-split into A. The first smoke goes down. They're not opting to use the jet smoke for that cross, unfortunately, but they do have the Viper wall. Ooh, Rikishi getting spotted out. Mistveil, though, finding a kill on the sunset somehow. Oh my goodness, he's got a second. This anchor is proven to be very strong. Slay is down. That's a 3K. Carney on site has to make something happen. Snorlax on that Snorlax flank trying to make something happen. And Tipier finding him. Carney, the last player left alive. There's not much you can do with Mistveil on the site. That's a 4K, and that's going to be a round lead for TLP.
These Sobas on A side are just frying on both ends. One in the clutch and one on the defense. And now we're heading into a lead for TLP, but this is a full gun round on both sides here. Only chamber op, only Soba ult, and an op in the hands of Waylay now. But that could be an interesting play here, as it looks like this op is looking towards the A side here, which it looks like Spades are just gonna head for a classic 1v1 mid default. And not much more other than that as far as the ult department goes. I'm not sure how you would see a Visor being used here, but Snorlax does have it online.
I also am very concerned about that Silvatart.
Oh.
And, well, the op is found. Unfortunately, Sunset is gone. But there is an op on the map. The pack is looking to move their way through mid. This drone is going to be able to clear them out. Nobody wanted to shoot it. That's okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter. He didn't try to tag anyone anyways. Rikishi opting to leave mid alone, and Ryuk finding Snorlax. These lurkers are always the first contacts, and I don't know why. The rest of Spades are going to try to work their way through the op site, and with no util and no smokes available because they were both used on mid, that was one of the most depressing gun rounds I've ever seen.
Yeah, not much of... You kind of need a main to split, and you can't really exit through just mid doors, but unfortunately the sole lurker of Sunset gets opped down super early by Chip over here, who is no longer on the Senti role that we've seen him so far. Now he's on Waylay, and he's already showing that, yes, he can pose an op threat on Breeze, and we know how good an op can be on Breeze, but plenty of ults online, 3 on each side, but an eco round for Spades nonetheless.
Yeah, 100%. This Viper orb, I mean, his stall is so much, and the spam coming through D-Blue's already taken out. That's some good spam from Ryuk. That's a gun being able to pick up, but with more spam coming through, Spades are cuddling in their own spawn because they don't know what to do.
And again, both of those smokes committed at the same time, both Viper Wall going up and the close smokes, and now they're headed into this next cycle with just nothing to do. They don't have the tip of their spear. D-Blue, who is now 0-7, which is just not a good start for him at all. But now there's not much to do in this mid round. No entry, no gun advantage, no real smokes other than this Viper Wall, and no manpower either, as Misfield gets 2 bot mid. He's going to be the next challenger to this, gets droned out. Misfield is kind of low here, but going to slowly back up, try and get away from this, but Carney
yeah, trying to fight with Snorlax maybe. Yeah, they're going to try to double peek, but Misval is cutting his angle as well. Oop, that's an interesting spam in the beginning, but Snorlax has tried to pick up the Spectre. Oh, Ryuk from the flank, and these are rounds of Valorant.
Yeah, can confirm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
timeout from Steph. Yeah, I would too if I were.
Yeah, that's a very needed one. It doesn't seem like they really know. It doesn't seem like they have a game plan, and I think they need to make a game plan. If I was Steph, I would tell them a game plan. Maybe I don't think they've had much practice on Breeze. Maybe it's seeming like it.
As we zoom in onto the Cartier glasses of Chamber here, I'm not and we're off. Okay.
Oh.
All right. But yeah, timeout by Steph, and we do have some ults online, and now would be a great time to use them. I'm not really sure how you would use a Visor here, where it would be like a good spot for that Visor to actually get value, other than maybe post plant. But in order to enter a post plant, you kind of need to plant, and so far the 3 instances that has happened, Spades only have a 33% win rate, and that was through the heroics of Slay, we saw round 2. But yeah, the Silva on the other end has a 3 KD right now. Misfail 12-4, and 5-2 the overall score here, and so looking to be a very, very, very rocky start for Spades. But this round has to change things. But on the other end, on the defending side, we still have Waylay ult online, Waylay op also still online, and Demonic, the side anchor of B, is 5-1 super. Just everything seems so skewed in favor of TLP, and as far as win cons go. I don't know what I would say in a timeout here, but let's hope that timeout made some changes here as we head into this next round.
Yeah, it looks like they're opting in to try to re-clear this A main space. They're trying to, it looks like they've cleared out the AWP, and that's already a lot of util brought out from the Waylay. And this AWP, he just, wow. D-Blue, that is like the 4th time he's gotten killed through smoke. This is so unfortunate. I'm so scared of Tipier right now. But they might be playing inside of the Viper's pit that doesn't have the spike in it, but that's okay.
Oh, Waylay all here coming.
Oh yeah, the Waylay all into the very few corners. I mean, it's just such a tiny Visol. Ooh, but Carney isn't caught by that Ryuk. Able to not get anything. That's a huge Viper's ult down. He's able to find 2 in Snorlax without of his own Slay. This retake is falling apart for TLP, and Spades, through sheer willpower, has won a beautiful round.
Yeah, both Neon Ult and Waylay Ult used there for that retake, but to no avail as Carney gets some crucial picks on those ult users and manages to turn that round in his favor. But yeah, you know, 5-3. This map is closer than we're suggesting, but now the deficit has been cut to 2. But Trip, as we've been saying, we're kind of scared of his op. It's almost cutting people's heads off, but it is still online. And even though Spades won that round, their eco is just not looking that great here, Super.
Yeah, they did have quite a few players die. Finally, MVSK getting a good dart deep A main, and that is going to scan 2 players. And with oh my god, Tipier fighting D-Blue just, I mean, holy moly. Carney is being pinged out by Rikishi though. I think he's going to back up. He's not confident in this ability. Snorlax now playing incredibly far back. He's waiting for a lurk up. Not much lurks have happened though, so they've kind of conditioned him from nothing, unfortunately. Or not Snorlax, excuse me. Oh yeah, no, Snorlax. Oh, well, Carney decided to get 2 of his own. He wants to take matters into his own hands. That is how Carney goes, and with this Viper wall up, now this is a good time to pivot towards the B site, especially now that they know that it's probably just the Viper alone because the Waylay and the Sova continuously have been playing A. This Viper is going to get spotted out by this dart, but not before he can find one. Carney now looking through CT. I don't know how Demonic is living through this, and Carney's getting pushed from behind. Oh, he's hiding behind the box. It's a good spot, but the spike is down, and Tipier's just going to hold the spike. Demonic gets another. Demonic has found another, and MVSK finding Carney. Carney has to ult here, and Tipier and MVSK are just going to play back while Sunset does do the ultimate. Carney, if he can find one here, it'll be the greatest thing ever, and he doesn't try to get anything. I think he thinks they may have gone mid. Now Sunset, a player we've talked about before, a player to kind of lead the charge for Spades in the last season, is in a 1v2 situation against 2 very good players on this TLP roster. Sunset in backside, he hears the footsteps. He knows they're going towards Spike. He has a good timing. They're off the Spike. He's finally gotten on one. Tipier is holding backside. He has the trigger discipline, and that'll be a beautiful 2K from Sunset. What a clutch, bringing them even closer to being tied.
5-4 now. The deficit is closing by the minute as Sunset hits a crazy 1v2 clutch. This time actually getting both kills. Something shades of Slave be showing over here, but this time on the opposite side. But yeah, 5-on-4 now. And 2 ults, and we still have that Vise ult in the hands of Spades here. But if you're TLP, you're kind of annoyed that you let that one slip, as now the op is offline and it's got replaced by a Bucky.
Yeah, 2 very different kind of situations or guns, but holding the same lines, and Sunset might walk into this Bucky. Oh, the Bucky doesn't get the first kill, but the second tap does come through, and Rikishi finding D-Blue. This is just not D-Blue's game, man. I think that was through a smoke as well. Carney, though, I mean, he's picking up where D-Blue can't, I guess, as he's finding 2 of his own. Snorlax is spotted in main, and Ryuk not able to find the kill on a Carney. What is this game, Carney, man? He's going so well, but MVSK 15-6. He's been so good for this team. And Tipier, who's the main player on Haven, now on that Waylay role. This clutch is possible. It's a 2v3, but the Visol and the Sova are online for Spades. Can get scary. The reclear coming through from MVSK. He doesn't spot anything quite all the way backside. Tipier going to dash through, but fully blind. That Visol is going to come through. Carney able to find one, or Slay, excuse me. And this is all up to MVSK, the top frag of the team. He's been so good, and he's looking to save. It's not quite doable. as they're gonna back up, and that's gonna be a tied. Once again, I mean, this team's just tied. They just tie.
Yeah, you know, if anything, these two teams are definitely giving us plenty of instances of head-to-head engagements as we head to 5-5. There has never been a clear victor as of yet, and now we're heading into more of an awkward buy. Actually, no, there are guns on both sides, but yeah, Visol used that round. I was trying to figure out what it was going to be used for, and I was right, it is post-plant, but yeah, it seems B-side is more of a home ground for these Spades post-plants to play into, as it looks like TLP just don't have much like success at all when it comes to retaking the site, as it's usually just left to Mistveil and Tip to try and get their some back on the site, and not much to really go off of.
The vice wall is placed. It's not quite put up yet. It looks like Carney's opting to... Yes, Carney will smoke. I don't know if Sunset will put up the wall, though. And the Viper wall does go up, and the trucks do go down. But that's okay, because... Oh, Rikishi's killed Sunset in middle, and... Oh, but Carney has found Demonic. So the vice wall being up doesn't matter quite too much, but Rikishi here in the back. It was a very good kill he's gotten. He's looking towards mid. This is a very heads-up play. Oh my god, and D-Blue is just... I mean, his head is chopped off. And Slay is now dead. It's all up to Carney and Sunset to... Or Snorlax, excuse me. And Carney's... While he's been so good, he just isn't in the right position. And Snorlax doesn't have all that much to work with as alone in a 1v4 clutch. This retake has been a lot better for TLP, and they're finally going to take that round lead back.
Fans, close your eyes when holding tab here, as it seems like this is a 4v5 at this point, as the half is almost over and a certain player still has yet to get on the board, but enough hatred towards his way. This is still a 1-round deficit, and 3 ults on the side of the defenders, only a silver ult to work with for Slay on Spades, but yeah, you know, the B post plan finally stopped working, and it looks like in that response, they're just going to head right back to A. Spades are going to try and end this half with maybe a swift A split or some sort of a late lurk from Snorlax, but yeah, it looks like they're heading towards A.
Yeah, Snorlax in the mid is good at these late flanks, so he might be able to go a little bit later once this huge pack makes contact. He is already walking up, but the Viper wall goes up, the dart comes through, and the Jet Jash is in. D-Blue already in, making that space. This is his time to shine. This is the last round of the half. How much of a name can he make for himself? Rikishi holding that back sight with an op, and the bomb is already down. It looks like TLP are opting to play a full retake here. Carney, though, with 1 smoke left, might get cleared up by this drone, and yes, he will. D-Blue taking out, but Sunset with a quick trade. Carney not able to find Ryuk, and that's an unfortunate player to go down. Sunset putting that Viper's Orb up. This Viper's Orb worked so well last time, but he's playing in such a scary spot, and the defuse is going to be able to start happening. Snorlax not on the right side for the bomb, and the Soball is so late, and that's just going to be the 7th round and the final round in the half going to TLP.
Yeah, we can save the silver for February, I guess, but yeah, that is a heartbreaking round for Spades to lose, but yeah, now we're heading into this next half with kind of a bummer for Spades. 2 retake rounds lost, but hey, they've been good on the pistols, they've been good on the ecos, as we've seen, or at least Slay has been, so this might be a closer game than that half momentum may shift to, and hey, it is 2 rounds separating the two, and as we've seen from these past maps, they do like tying things up quite a bit, but yeah, we're heading into a pistol, and you know, hopefully D-Blue can get on the board, man.
Yeah, I mean, it is a defense. I think D-Blue thrives with that operator. He's gotten some kills with it, and, you know, it seems to be working for him, and that is a very defensive play. But Snorlax is left alone, and there is a Viper wall in mid.
2 interesting ones, for sure. One for hard A pressure, and I'm not too big of a fan of that, but this attacker wall seems to kind of threaten an elbow split on towards B, but it seems like elbow isn't going to be touched at all, as the Vise wall's been tripped out. They're looking to at least bait rotates towards B, which they're doing excellently so far, and I don't know if B is their final destination, if they're just huddled around, TLP are just huddled around elbow, but we do have Rikishi looking towards elbow from bot mid as well, but I'm not really sure where this round is headed.
Yeah, if this Viper wall can get put up here soon, yep, and that's the Viper wall up. And I think that's going to be the go button for these players. They've just walked out. Mistveil is still walking, and he's mid-sight. He's finally taking out, but Tippy are getting 2 in the back, and Snorlax left.
Oh my god. Yeah,
That is
you know,
the round for TLB.
Not sure what to really make of that, Not really sure, but yeah, Ryuk does get the final kill on Snorlax, thus winning TLP, the pistol, breaking, well, not breaking, they did win both pistols this round, but hey, they lost the last eco due to some heroics. Maybe history will repeat itself as we're heading into this eco round for Spades, who are looking for a potential silent stack, but maybe it won't really be that silent as they expect, because it looks like all of TLP are here too.
Yeah. The Viper looking to throw this. Yep, the normal AWOL. That was a cool pistol from them. Ooh, and this is a good crossfire setup. Kind of cut up by the wall, but oh my god. And Demonic has found 2. D-Blue is on the board, though. D-Blue has his first kill, and this could be the start of something. Sunset able to get 1, able to get 2. That's going to be beautiful for him. He picks up the Bucky. It's not going to quite be enough. Maybe he reloads. Oh, he's trying to jump away. He's taken down a little bit more. Sunset trying to play closer with his Bucky, and he's able to find the 3rd. Right, left all alone, and Sunset has played this so well. Snorlax not able to get that kill. He's playing a little bit too soon, but Sunset, isn't able to find it. But that is a close round. I mean, Ryuk cleaning that up is nice, but wow, that's not a round you really. That's a good round for Spades, nevertheless. That's a really good eco. That's not a round you want from TLP.
Yeah, Ryuk saves TLP from another definite eco loss, but yeah, speaking of Ryuk, the kid is 12-6 right now, double positive, so he's definitely translating his performance of his past maps onto the next for TLP. If anyone's my pick for MVP this entire series, no matter the winner, it would be Ryuk, but it looks like
we have an operator.
We do in fact have one. At least he's confident.
Yeah. This is that elbow wall. I really, really like this wall. It's interesting.
I'm not sure what's going on the other side, though.
Yeah, that is a very interesting wall. And
he does get one.
Yeah, D-Blue finds one. I mean, that's a second kill, and Sunset finding 2 of his own. I mean, this team is falling apart on attack, really. TLP was so strong on defense. And it just doesn't seem like they have a good game plan. They are on an eco, but they kind of just dry swung 3 different angles, not together, and that's what basically lost them this round. I'm not entirely counting them out. I don't think Demonic knows he has a Guardian either.
That's good comms.
But that's okay.
Maybe he's more of a pistol player, who knows, but
yeah, the Bandit is new, and he just bought the skin probably, so I would be doing that too.
Yeah, I will say, the fact that they're running solo controller with this Viper and that's the wall they're defaulting is interesting to me, because that leaves them with very little options from taking the site itself. But hey, we're heading into a post plane here, a 2v5. It is a bonus round for TLP, as we have figured out we have a Guardian now, so
nice.
Yeah,
we're holding it. Demonic has improved his chances by quite a lot. D-Blue looking into this front sight area. Oh, and Sunset is feeling himself. Oh no, he is back, baby. That's gonna be a good 3K from him on 1 HP too. And the 6th round for Spades, looking to tie this up, and a flawless too. Can't forget that.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but yeah, that is a big round to ensure that TLP don't run away with their half. And yeah, good retake over towards the A side. We do know how much Spades have liked playing for this retake over on essentially both sides, but it's their stopping power that's truly going to be tested against this double dive, especially towards B side here, as it looks like that's where TLP are most likely headed next, or actually they're thinking about it. I don't know, they're kind of just hovering around mid, they're just going back and forth, not really sure. This is why you don't call enemy strats early, but no, it is a B hit, or potentially a B hit. We do have Sunset with the Viper ult here, but he's gonna opt not to use it over towards the A side here, but it seems to be more of a stack towards A, as Snorlax is gonna be tested on B.
Yeah, and this is an interesting Viper wall being put up from the side of Spades, especially since they have the Viper wall there. It seems like both teams aren't really using their Viper walls for the retake aspect, but we do have an interesting wall too from mid. Kind of blocks out. Oh, D-Blue's been dry swung and taken out by Misfail. This player's been really, really strong, and he's just gonna walk right through. I don't think he expects too much pressure. He is gonna have to clear that close right corner, but after it's clear, they are free to go into the site. And with Tipier and Rikishi lurking up mid, kind of for this A split. Ooh, Slay with a nice shot. Oh, taken out by Misfail. This guy's been on fire. 18, 10, and 2. He is doing something for this team. Tip here, though, finding Snorlax across the map. It's going to be a good lurk hold. And Carniflex trying to get activated once again. He's going to try to swing Misfail. He knows Misfail's on the left. He's ready for Tip here to come out as well. It's a 2v3 scenario. Sunset and Carniflex, 2 players that have been very, very strong for Spades. Oh, but Misfail with 3. I mean, he is on one this game, and Tip here cleaning him up. That's going to be the 10th round and a very crucial gun round that TLP needed to win.
Misfail's 19 and 10, has his ult online too. It's just like it's a perfect scenario for the solo of TLP. But over on this other side, I will like to say to my fellow D-Blue enthusiasts, he has successfully avoided Pie Watch, but I'm not sure if that's a good thing anymore. But we do have Willie online for the attacker's side. Tip ready to let that rip towards the B side here. Snorlax may potentially be tested once again as we're heading to a full gun round. But Snorlax has his signature judge. We know he can do with that, as we saw in Abyss.
Yeah, the Viper Wall also immediately coming out from Sunset as Rikishi is just going to walk up mid here. And oh no, I think Snorlax is full Willie ulted. And Rikishi's walked all the way up elbow. It's going to be unfortunately, but with no smokes, I think maybe Spades can pull this retake off. D-Blue trying to dash into sight. He smokes to cross and dies. And so Carniflex, all 3 of Spades players are kind of split up, and they're all going to have to take their own 1v1s. That's not how you want to do a retake, especially against a team that has no smokes to challenge you. Sunset, though, finally winning his one. As Slay gets the dart from behind. Sunset barely whipping that Molly. Rikishi can just walk forward a little bit, and that is going to force Slay to get that kill as Rikishi had to move out. Slay, though, has to move up. Ryuk is the last player left alive. He's not taken down. The time is super low, and Sunset isn't able to clutch here. The time is just too low. That's an unfortunate retake from Spades, and it's going to be 11-6 and put Spades on an eco round.
Yeah, looks like TLP are inching ever so closer to that 2-0 start in Mask Madness, but yeah, it's not necessarily an eco for Spades, but a timeout though for Spades as they want to discuss how to move forward, hopefully get their mindset back on track, as it seems like a mixed buy for their end. But we also do have some people on eco over on TLP as well, but Ryuk has that Neon online, so might opt to use that for some aggression towards who knows where. We'll figure that out soon after this timeout. But Demonic also, who's been a potential lurker, that might not be the best idea to lurk with just a classic, so we might ask for, oh, never mind, they have 2 people that can buy them, so we'll probably just be a full buy over for the side of TLP. But Spades need to work something out in the economy department because they're letting this map slip here super.
Yeah, I mean, it's right out of their fingertips. I don't know if they force this round. I don't know if they save for a full gun round. They don't really have too much money. Only 1 player, only 3 players can full buy. I think that does mean they might force. D-Blue is only 2 off of knives as well, so he might be able to get that with an orb and a kill. But it's looking really rough for Spades. They are gonna opt into force here. I think they don't. Oh no, they're gonna save. They are gonna let them get the match point, so they can get that eco route, so they can have that full eco and try to win together as a team. Now they just have to play as a team. It's D-Blue working his way down mid. Carney immediately walking down elbow. I think they've realized the gap in the attacker's setup is that there is very little elbow control. They are going to walk up as Tip here, getting ready to hit this site. He Waylay dashes out, and he's left very open, but Sunset is going to find a perfect good kill. Oh, and he's not able to quite kill as Ryuk gets that first kill. Slay finding that Neon ultimate is suddenly doable as Rikishi does find D-Blue on the flank, and he's very heads up about Carney. He even saw him swing there, as Carney is now kind of left alone and not a very good flank position, and leaving his teammates of Snorlax and Slay behind. Rikishi, though, walking up, or Snorlax walking up to find Rikishi, and he's not going to be quite there, as Rikishi with another kill. It's a second kill. This kid's been so good for this team as well. Carney now walking up. He finally has a gun. Carney with 1 kill in the round. Misfail finally finding Slay as Carney gets his second. It's 1v1. Demonic is on solo. The smoke can come down, but there's very little time. He has to stick right now. If he can get it to half, he does have time to peek this guy as he swings into smoke. He does get it, but I just don't think there's quite enough time on the spike, and there's 0.74 seconds left. There's been so many rounds where these spike defuses have been so close, but not quite there. And that's match point and series point for TLP.
Heartbreak for Spades is that round could have been such a pivotal momentum breaker, momentum shifter in their favor. But hey, they do have guns now. They do have a full buy for the most part, and they do have 2 ults online, 1 off of Snorlax's ult as well, but 3 ults over on the attacker side as well. It will all come down to these next 6 rounds as TLP have 6 rounds to close the series out.
Yeah, and with no smokes, they still off this Viper wall mid, so this retake could be very doable for Spades. The immediate Soval is going to come through from TLP, and it's not going to quite catch anyone. Tip here in the sight, and so is Ryu. Carney and someone like finding 2 of their own. Misfail able to get that trade. Both trades. Misfail's been the odd one this game. There's only 1 left, and it's Misfail. He's in such a hard position, and D-Blue to clean up the round, and that's going to be 12-7 as MVSK Spades start to crawl their way back.
Yeah, you know, never lose hope, as now they're pushing TLP onto an eco round, so this could potentially just be 12-8 for them, and there is no room for error for MVSK Spades, and they just have to play perfect from here on out, or else they're risking going down to 0-1 to start off their own titular tournament.
I'm really surprised that they're opting for the TLP are opting for a default wall as a solo smokes Viper. It's a very interesting play.
Yeah.
Oh, but oh my God, D-Blue is going down. All the confidence. He kills Misfail. That's been such a strong player, but that is a gun donated to the hands of Ryukin. If Carney goes down, he's in a very, very bad spot. He can get traded out, but his aim is just too good. And Sunset finding one too. Wow, Rikishi walking up. This is some Spades domination, confidence, no stopping. I mean, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Spades, and don't know if TLP are going to have what it takes to clean it up, but we will see as they are match point.
You know, I'm going to have to disagree with you, Super, because I'm not sure if we want to give up such a pivotal rifle to a team on an eco on their match and series point, but that is what we opted to do. Sending D-Blue barreling down mid, getting 1 versus Rebels, but then immediately giving off the rifle to Ryuk, and we know how good Ryuk can be with that, and now Rikishi picks up that same rifle to maybe work a miracle, somehow turn this into a 1v4 and an emphatic clutch that can potentially give his team the 2-0 start they've been dreaming of. But he peeks the first corner, and that's where that's the first hurdle he will fall at. And 12-8 now, 12-8 for Spades. Sorry, in favor of TLP still, but the deficit is getting closer, and we know how much. Oh, a timeout called by Tippy here to hopefully mellow his team out, talk things through to make sure this lead doesn't slip. What do you think they're talking about here, Super?
I think they're trying to watch for the aggression. I think the last 2 rounds have been very aggressive from Spades, and I think, the pings are coming through, and I think they just want to watch for that aggression. They're maybe going to try a little bit slower. I don't know if they're going to default that Viper wall as much. Hopefully they don't. I think as a solo smokes, you need to have it either on A or on B when you hit that site, and unfortunately, it does alert the enemies where you're going, but you don't have to throw it pre-round. So it's looking like Spade or TLP are gonna maybe try to aggro into B from these pings, and Spades are pinging that. They're gonna need assistance the way the pings are like matching up on the map. That's really funny. I think Spades are reading into it well.
Yeah, but again, they have no room for error. Even a slight misread or a slight gamble can lead to this map and this match and this stream being over. So they need to pick and choose carefully. But as Tip does take that time out, so does Steph. Steph also gets a good chance to talk things through with their team. But yeah, now we're heading into a crucial round, because if this is a win for TLP, the game's over. But if this is a loss for TLP, another eco round and another chance for Spades to close the deficit even closer.
Yeah, it's looking very rough, and look at TLP have opted to put that Viper wall onto B like I had hoped, and Ryuk is going to be able to hit this. I think they're going to try to throw a fake here, and I think Spades were so worried. Yeah, they're rotating all these players over. There's already 2 walking down elbow, but Carney and D-Blue walking down elbow is going to mean a lot, right? Dashing through. He's able to find one, but Carney with that quick trade. Oh, but I don't know if they know Tipier is inserted deep B. It's a really good spot for this guy to have. He is the sentinel on the other map, so he knows how to lurk very well. He's got these timings down. He's going to hear Carney walk away. Oh, but the Viper's Pit from Demonic, that's so huge. And Misfail on the side as well. Sunset able to find one. Tipier finding Carney on the lurk. These are very scary rounds. The Sofa ult coming through from Slay is going to connect onto nothing. And Sunset is going to try to work through his Viper's Pit on his own side by side. And oh no. Misfail finding one. It's a 3v2 all up to Slay and Snorlax. And Snorlax is just running through. He's going to swing before, and that's going to be the end, ladies and gentlemen. TLP winning the series 2-1 against MVSK Spades.
Heroic series from Misfail to Silva as he goes 25-14 to shut down MVSK Spades in 2-1 fashion, winning the decider on Breeze with a match MVP. But yeah, that was a fantastic series to watch, and I hope you all enjoyed as well. I'm not sure if we're getting a post-match interview here, but I'll leave that up to the staff to figure that out.
I think we are. We're just gonna have to wait for somebody to come through in the waiting room from TLP. But once we get that, we'll ask a few questions. Yeah, they're honestly really close games. I'm really interested to hearing what this person from TLP has to say.
But yeah, it could have gone either way, and honestly, I think a lot of people expected this match to be more lopsided in either way, but it was almost a nail biter for both sides, as every map seemed winnable by both sides. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna get Rikishi pretty soon to have a post-match interview about. But yeah, Rikishi obviously the Chamber player in that last map of Breeze, and overall had a very solid series playing Chamber and yeah.
Okay. Okay. Hello, Rikishi.
Hello. What's up?
First of all, congratulations on that win, 2-1 victory, a very crisp 2-0 start in this tournament so far. First of all, how are you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. That game was pretty frustrating for us for sure. So shout out to those guys because that was a pretty good game. But yeah, it kind of went how we expected.
Could you elaborate on how it was potentially frustrating?
I honestly felt like they had pretty good util, and I was definitely getting frustrated by some of the way they were playing some of the maps, like with their lurks and their timings. But yeah, it was a good game.
I see. All right. So now that you guys are 2-0, what message do you guys have for any potential other teams that are sizing you guys out for your next match?
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, just that we're just going to keep getting better. We're just going to keep grinding. And honestly, like, we haven't even really been playing the game, so we're trying to get back into that. So we're just going to keep getting better as the tournament goes on.
Awesome. Yeah, congratulations to TLP for winning the series against MVSK. I am super joined with Scorzy, of course, in the casting booth, and Rhodes in the production and being observing. And we'll see you guys. I don't know when the next match is, but we'll see you guys whenever it is. Peace.
Thank you so much and have a good night.
Oh my god, what a shot by Solar with a triple kill! What a kill! Aimbot, what the hell was that? Overdrive is popped as Sparky's Wilgon sight. Rolling Thunder is used to try and stop them out, and the return will come too. Sosu finds a trade with Capsy. Coupled or alongside Confide with a double kill, triple kill for Confide! This KJ flipping the odds as Tyler C is alone and afraid. Confide with a quadra.
Timmy Fish working his way up. I mean, that's just incredible. He's going to be able to find people. He's going to be able to find Sunset. This is a player we've talked about before. Yeah, and this is a good smoke placement. He's able to play close. He's not going to get blinded by this. Snorlax is going to run through. He's not going to find that pick immediately, but Timmy Fish will.
Look at this flank from closely.
Oh, Fossey on the flank gets one. Probably going to get two. Might even get an ace, honestly, here with it. He gets the 4K. Unable to get the ace. Jiggly cleans it up. Cookies was able to kill Fossey, but I mean, Fossey got 4. The round's pretty much over from there.
They play it. They do have the worst weaponry, but these stingers can work really well up close. Just have to find one. We'll find a quadra kill through the box. Didn't even know that was happening. Confide will finish it off and clip that, ladies and gentlemen. It's 6-5. The trades are looking good as Karina could potentially find another. Won't find just yet. Timmy Fish with the triple kill. It's all left to this